version of the cricket ball. So it's very soft. So if we get hit, we should be okay.
Well, maybe we should move over a little bit, though, because I feel like, see, that's still going to hurt.
Yes.
Well, let's move over here and we'll let these guys do what they do best. You're called the Cosmopolitans?
Yes, we are.
Do you go by Cosmos or do you go full Cosmopolitan?
Well, officially we are Cosmopolitans, but for short form, we go with Cosmos.
All right, how about this? All right, are you ready? How about on the count of three, let's give a big let's go Cosmo. On the count of three, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, that's the Riverhawks spirit. Way to go, guys. All right, let's see. We've got 15 minutes of cricket. Now, if you want me to shoot up at any time, I'm ready to go. I got my own knee pads there. I'm good to go.
You look good. I love to have you back. Absolutely. Take up the challenge.
Excellent. Now, is there any special technique? Can they not bend their elbow as they're swinging, or what's the trick?
Yeah, you're not allowed to underarm the ball because it's an unsportsmanlike, but there have been instances where people have pulled underarm and gotten in trouble. So
controversy right here on the cricket pitch.
We call it a gentleman's game, so it has to be everything perfect.
Okay. And then when they hit it, there's a 40-yard line and a 60?
30-yard line, and past that, it's a 60-yard line.
Okay, excellent. So a 30 and a 60. All right.
And Donovan, can you ask him, this cricket match is going to take about 6 to 8 days?
Yeah, I believe what we're doing is we've got a roast in the oven, Graham, and when the oven dings, then the match is over.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I've got some roti I'm cooking right now.
Okay, well, let's see a little bit of cricket going on here.
You guys ready?
Well, looks like we have the Riverhawk on the mound to bowl to run it.
One of our own Riverhawks. Here we go. We're going to see him bowling.
Oh. Nice pitch, and he hits it. And there's one run. Looks like the score will go. There you go. It could be out. He could be out. If he hits the non-striker sign, he could be out.
Now that was a bit of a ceremonial thing because the batter didn't really hustle, did he?
He did. He was pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay, so now we got the Riverhawk pitching. Look at that. Oh, looks like he's played before. Look at that wind-up.
Oh, look at that. Is that a foul ball or how does that work?
Not in the cricket ball. Still a fair ball. Yes. So that is still. You can still score a run with that.
Donovan, why don't you run over and talk to, I don't know who's pitching for the Riverhawks there. Go see his side. He looks like he's got some great form.
Oh, good. Then we've got Graham Seltzer's going to go up for the Riverhawks. Oh, that's nice.
Wow, that's following.
Pitching this ball, how does it feel? Is it different? It's unique? What is it? Different rotation? Is it a completely different sport?
That is a completely different sport. Yeah, but I've actually had a little bit of experience playing.
You sound like you might be from Australia.
Ooh, not quite. It's good.
New Zealand.
There you go.
Saskatchewan. Completely different. Yeah, Saskatchewan. Excellent. So you know how to bowl?
Not very well, but I've done it before.
I don't know. I thought that was fantastic. Yeah, good. Are you gonna pitch another one for us?
A play coming in right now.
All right, here we go. We'll get on the way. Fantastic. All the way from New Zealand to come to Canada to play cricket. Oh, now we've got Riverhawk. He's gonna hit. We better check his hands for pine tar.
All right, good. I think got Graham Seltzer up there. He's going to go. Look at that swing. Takes a little bit of a rip there.
All right, Graham's got to change his grip completely.
Yeah, let's see what he's got here. Now it's a bowl. Is it a bowl, right? Not a pitch.
Let's go to swing or hit.
All right, here we go. Stand in there.
And here comes Pepero, all the way from Edmonton Cosmopolitans. Pepero. Okay, Pepero, let's see if he will hit you on the park. It was a hit. That could be a good one run, actually.
That was a nice fair ball. Nice single.
You gotcha. Let's see. Now
Here
comes
comes another one.
Nair. This gentleman has played at a very high level in India, so just so you know, he's a very accomplished player.
Whoa, that's pretty neat. Right up the middle.
Yeah.
No, not the first. Over here. Over here.
Graham, I don't think you would have the cricket bat aside thing, but I love it.
Yeah.
Do you think I can go? Do you think I can pitch it on?
Yeah.
Got a pull one?
Yeah. You know what? Give it a go. If you want want to bowl?
Well, we'll see how this goes in a second. I'd love to get that shot.
Donovan, you're not allowed to injure any of the Riverhawk players.
Oh, that's
so yeah,
that's
so we will.
I gotta.
Or anyway,
It's in your contract.
here we go. Watch this. You got a piece of it. Let's see if you get two.
Here comes the Biddle. Let's see if he knocks his wickets down. And no.
Oh.
Well, this Biddle needs to try a little bit harder, buddy.
Okay, now try to hit it over the fence this time.
Alright. Who is the bowler up? Let's go. Now comes Fennell. Fennell, he's what we call a spin bowler. He's a trickster.
Uh-oh.
He's a trickster.
Oh! Don't charge the mound.
Ooh, gets a player. Watch, he's gonna rush the mound.
Let's see. Okay, Fennell, do your magic, buddy. Let's see if we can knock those wickets down. Okay, there you go.
All right.
He takes 2 steps and bowls and almost.
Nice moves there. Nice ball. What are the chances we can get the Riverhawks to wear your hats? Do you think it's pretty sunny up today. It's perfect weather for it.
I'll give it up if anybody wants to exchange that. These hats.
Look, we have the Riverhawks watching there as well. I love that. Here we go.
Oh, that was good. Is that fair? Like, we could give a 6 run. What do you think, gentlemen? Give it a big run.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Good for him.
And then he walks up. Excellent. Now you want to swap it up and maybe you guys try playing a little baseball? Yeah. We should
I like that.
If you want to play cricket, you need a team of 11 players. Is that?
That is correct. We need 11 players, so.
Alright, we're going to change things up. We're going to get you guys to play a little bit of baseball here. We'll see how that works.
We've seen some good ball. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good cricket here today.
Who do we got?
Yeah, so we have our batsman on the mound here, and his name is Manu Srikumar. Manu, he's one of our marquee players for Edmonton Cosmopolitans. He's done exceptionally well in the league this year, and we just want to welcome him. So give him a big round of applause. Edmonton! Manu Srikumar!
Looks like this guy can hit the
I was going to say, this guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's the Jason Momoa of cricket. Like, look at this guy. That beard and that mustache.
Yeah, he's a good-looking, handsome man.
Beard.
He's married, or, we could have put him up for.
Well, he's standing in the right place.
We don't know. No, yeah, there you go. Back up. We're not going to knock the wicket. Can you get catcher's mask over that giant hat?
Question. Also, our sunglasses part of the uniform.
Really let him out. Put it in there about 90 miles an hour. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, let's see, Manu. Don't disappoint us. Oh!
That's the way to do it. No,
take it off.
There we go.
He Tachkowski on the mound, staring him down.
He's crowding the plate a little.
Yes, yeah. Oh.
Good hit there, Manu.
I mean, these guys are like, we're not even wearing gloves.
So, what's this box for? I don't even know.
Exactly. Here we go. Well, that's it. That's way back.
We were on the 20. Oh, Manu on. Yeah.
Very nice.
I love that he's not even it doesn't even break his shoulder. It's just sitting right there in that
Here we go. One more.
Swing. Oh.
Ball.
I mean, we'll get one more. Hey, here we go.
Now give one more.
Oh.
He's getting him to chase some high heat.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Pitcher's not doing him any favors.
No, his strike zone is about 15 foot square.
Oh, we got someone else coming up now.
Oh, here we go. Who's this coming up the bat?
He's captain for the A team. That's our key team in our league.
Captain for the A team.
He's batting left.
Southpaw for sure. Another guy.
All right.
Okay. So I think the pitcher is pitching a bit higher than what our players expect.
Yeah.
Pitch it to the level that you would pitch in a baseball game and see if you'll hit.
Well, they got the scouting report.
Well,
Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
very swing.
Son of boy.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit the brim of his hat for a catch.
Nice hit.
Oh, good arm.
That's great comedy right there.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Let's get one more hit here. Let's get one more. This is one more hit.
Big run.
okay.
Should we give him a slow
Well,
one?
I'm in a swing to do what the deal is here.
Here we go.
Give him the heat.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nicely filled that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Donovan, I think that's our game.
Thank you so much. How about a big hand for the Edmonton Cosmopolitan cricket team?
Thank you, James.
And thank you so much to our Riverhawks for participating. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. That was really good. We've got a special treat coming up as well where we're going to have, it's Bollywood night, Graham, isn't it?
Really is, absolutely. It's going to be baseball goes Bollywood and Bhangra. So stay tuned. We'll have more on that in a little bit.
Yeah, you bet. We'll see you in a few minutes.
This territory is the ancestral and traditional homeland of many diverse indigenous communities, including the various nations of the Dene, the Dakota Sioux, the Métis, the Siskiyik, and the Métis Nation region 4. We also welcome the many Inuit who now call our community their southern home.
We would like to recognize that we're also on our website. We are looking up today as well as the meeting ground for many indigenous people along the Saskatchewan River. The free word for this is Kanaha, the gathering place. We pay our respects to our indigenous ancestral relations that lay in front of us here.
We honor that these local indigenous communities still have meaningful relationships and stories to pride their land that we will continue in the future. Our appreciation and love are sent to the elders and community members who are working hard to preserve indigenous ceremonies, language, and teachings for the advancement of our community. We're committed to engaging in reconciliation and empowering indigenous communities.
Given us food. Thank you.
All right, as you can see, we're getting ready for an amazing kickoff to our baseball goes Bollywood. But before we do, Donovan, I believe there is going to be a ceremonial jersey exchange.
Absolutely, Graham. That's right. We're just going to wait for the two teams to grab their jerseys. And a week over on the mound. You want to do the mound?
Yeah, so they're going to get ready for that. And what I want to, so I just want to basically, we talked about it, but I think we're seeing a little preview of baseball goes Bollywood and Bhangra with my radio. And just to let people know, stick around because not only can you go on the field, as always, but tonight is going to be a South Asian-inspired light show.
Oh, man.
Courtesy of Uncle John's Fireworks.
Uncle John's Fireworks has got something super special. We guarantee the ending of this fireworks show will be something you have never seen before. That's going to be fantastic. So yeah, we've got a Bollywood dance party out on the field at the end of the game, so stick around. We're going to welcome you on here. Friday night is always a big fun night here, so we're just going to wait for the jerseys to show up and then we will get rolling with our game.
Jonathan, why don't you just swap a jersey with anybody?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pick it up.
Oh, well, it's hot.
Here we go. All right, we're just waiting for the representative from the Edmonton Cubs. There we go.
Yeah.
My main man.
Got the big hitter coming out.
Nice to see you.
All right, mic test 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Mic test 5 4 3 2 1.
Council of Indian Societies joining us here for the first pitch. So they are also set up on the concourse. But let's see some heat right on the mound.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, good location. Dialed in. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Nicely done. Nicely done. I'm not going to score that fastball. Got a little work on. So, yeah, a little bit heat on a tree. Thank you very much. That is the Council of Indian Societies helping us out with baseball, Rose Bollywood, and Bhangra tonight. So,
booth? Home plate? Umpire, you mean? John Weatherhill.
And now we have a special edition of our Canadian anthem sung by Tamara Bahal, who will sing part of the anthem in Punjabi.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Sabde kalda armane tu, sada desh azad rahe, dur dur tak teri rakhiya lai, jind jaan
Our game time temperature around about 27 degrees centigrade. And you do the conversion, that's 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a beautiful, warm night here at Remax Field in Edmonton as the Cowlitz Bay Bears will play out of Longview, Washington. Beautiful little farm town in west central Washington. They got in here today about noon after a bus ride to the Abbotsford Airport in British Columbia. And they're all set to go here tonight. Now here's the way the Black Bears line up tonight. The field manager was here last year and a good buddy, Kelly Stinnett. He's got his club cooking right along in half number 2. Sam Canton, the center fielder, the leadoff batter. Marquis Tatalia will be the designated hitter tonight. Lee Trey McCollum at first base. Ian Riley, the right fielder. Number 18, he bats in the cleanup spot. Chris Brown is the shortstop. Seth Stroh, the left fielder tonight. Batting 7th, doing the catching, it'll be Griffin Sotomayor. Hitting 8th at third base, it's Patrick Stark. And batting 9th, the second baseman is Eli Lopez. Reed Mooring will be the starting pitcher tonight for the Black Bears. As, John, the Edmonton Riverhawks try to figure out a puzzle how to score runs. They have gone scoreless in 18 consecutive innings.
They really have to start putting some hits together, Al. And like last night, they had 10 hits, but it was so spread out they couldn't get any runs across. The night before, 3 hits. And they just have to get those hits going. So we'll see what happens tonight. Riley Barrett, a good solid right-hander from Arizona State University, a grad student there, has had a pretty good record here.
Barrett rocks on the rubber in the opening pitch of the ball game. In there at 7:10 tonight, Mountain Time. There's a fastball high and outside. 10 hits last night. 9 of them were either infield hits or singles. There was 1 extra base hit. Tommy Takeyoshi nailed one, an opposite field double with 1 out in the 8th inning, and he would end up stranded at second base. Barrett misses with the pitch. We go to 2 balls and no strikes. Tomorrow night at 7:05, and we'll wrap the series in the homestand up with the matinee contest Sunday afternoon, with the opening pitch slated to go at 1:05 Mountain. Barrett does not work from a windup. He rocks out of the set position, and a line drive looped into left field at the feet of Will Gardner. And Sam Canton gets a hold of the 2-0 pitch, goes the other way with a base hit. Riley Barrett out of Scottsdale, 5'11", 205-pounder. Attends but does not play at Arizona State University. He's not a Sun Devil. He's a drop and drive pitcher, tops out about 87, 88 miles an hour. And Barrett will make his 7th start and his 9th appearance on the year, 38 1/3 innings. The infield now shortens up to a double play depth. 36 hits, 15 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks, 28 strikeouts, and you got to like that. He's 0-3, which you don't like, and a lot of that has to do with just bad luck or no runs. An 0-3 record does not compute with a 2.11 earned run average. Barrett ready, delivers. And he took a little off the pitch. He finds the strike zone. It's in there at 75 miles an hour. Sean Weatherhill is the ball strike umpire tonight. Tyler Bourne is at first base. Graham Greider is the umpire working at third. We'll have a big crowd on hand here tonight. I'm thinking somewhere in the 5,000 range. It's Fireworks Friday night. They do every Friday. They light up the skies just as quick as it's dark enough. And they'll do that again tonight. Tomorrow night it's country music night at the ballpark. And again, the matinee contest to close it down on Sunday. Barrett ready. He kicks and delivers, and the pitch. 76 miles an hour. And that was about the width of 1 ball off the plate on the outside half of the plate. Count of a ball and a strike here to Marquis Tatali, who has just joined the ball club. So we have no statistics to give you. It's his first day in a Cowlitz uniform. 87 miles an hour. He ran that one right up in the wheelhouse. A swing and a miss. We go to 1-2.
Really good fastball with a lot of movement on it there by Riley Barrett. High and tight.
The Black Bears, with their composite record this year, both halves, 27 victories, 13 losses. They're 14 games better than 500. Swinging and a foul tip, held by Takeyoshi. He really turned the dial up on that fastball. For him, that's high octane, 86 miles an hour, gets it done with a strikeout.
That was the same location as the previous pitch, and had him swinging on both.
The Riverhawks come in with 11 victories against 28 losses on the season. Pretty much everybody going to be playing tonight in the WCL. a lot of these ball games will be getting underway about 8:05 Mountain Time. So 1 out, 1 on. Barrett's delivery is a strike. Springfield Drifters are in Yakima Valley tonight. The Nanaimo Night Owls are down in Wenatchee. Corvallis Knights and the Walla Walla Sweets in Walla Walla. Port Angeles Lefties are down in the Okanagan Valley. They'll play the Kelowna Falcons tonight as they kick off the 3-game set through the weekend. The Bellingham Bells are in Kamloops. Portland Pickerels and the Bend Elks. And, of course, it's the Cowlitz Black Bears here in town against the Riverhawks. Strike one count on the batter. 1 out, 1 on. We're in the top half of the first inning. Coral and Wheatley shorten up to a double play depth up the middle, and the pitch is a fisted ball out into right field. That was a jam shot and an inside-out swing. Nicely done by McCollum. Goes the other way with a pitch, and he sprays it. With a runner going, you've got runners on the corners. And Ian Riley will be the batter.
Can't have a better location to put that ball, and they're getting the runner to third. And now what Riley Bears to do, his fastballs have been up, and he's getting away with it to a degree. 2 breaking balls he's throwing have been up also, and I believe that's what they tagged in that last pitch. What he has to watch here, keep the ball low to get the double play.
Ian Riley is the batter up. Left-handed hitter up there. The second baseman Wheatley playing this guy to pull. Runner goes. Here's Takayoshi's throw. The tag down. What's the umpire's call? Looks like he's safe. So that'll be a bag for Latre McCollum. And now you got second and third. 2 men in scoring position. Takayoshi made the play close as McCollum got a pretty good jump. Tommy's seeing more and more work behind the plate, and he's really got nice catching mechanics. He's got a really good arm. Quick release, works from a nice deep knee bend. There's a ball that's flared out into short left field. Kelly Curl on the run back, makes the running grab, and there's 2 gone in the inning. That ball was not hit that high in the air, and Kelly really had to hustle to get over there.
He certainly did, and when the ball came off the bat, he read it perfectly, took the right angle, and just sprinted over and made the catch. But his angle was good. There was no way that the runner at third base could even attempt to go home.
Shortstop Chris Brown will be the batter. Second and third with 2 away. Pair of hits, and they sprayed them, 1 to left, 1 to right. Your lead runner is Sam Canton. McCollum takes his lead off at second base, drawn fully back on the middle infield, midway at first and third. An outside pitch brings it around to 1 ball and no strike. As I said, we're about 84 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. A little bit of forest fire smoke still in the air, and that forest fire smoke just does not seem to want to go away. It's not going to cause any health concerns tonight. It's very low on that index, but it is still there. Here's the stretch and the 1-0 pitch, foul to the backstop. Count evens up at 1-1. In the North Division, second half, the Wenatchee Apple Sox on a pretty good rip right now. They're 7-3 in their last 10, and they've taken over the lead. They're 9 victories, 3 losses, and a scant half-game lead on Victoria come into play at 10-5. They're even hotter. They're 8-2 in their last 10 ball games. Barrett is ready. He rocks on the rubber, and the pitch foul to the backstop. Kelowna Falcons 2 back at 7-5. Nanaimo is 6-6, 3 out. Port Angeles Lefties are 4-8, 5 back. Bellingham 4-8, they're 5 back, and that line really turned to vinegar. Bellingham had a really good club in the first half, but struggling here in the second half. Barrett looks in. Takayoshi gives him the sign. Works right off the first base side of the pitching rubber. And here comes the 1-2, foul back. Riverhawks at 4-8, 5 back. Part of a 3-team grouping, 5 games back. And Kamloops at 2-10, 7 games off the pace. Corvallis Knights are 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 9 straight. 10-2 record and a 1.5 game lead on the Ridgefield Raptors, the first half champs in the South. They're off tonight. And we'll play a couple of exhibition games on Saturday and Sunday before getting back to league play. Fastball up and in, 89 miles an hour. He really turned that one up on the dial, and he ran it up into the kitchen. And a pair of strikeouts here in the inning for Riley Berry. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. 1/2 inning in the books, and the bottom of 1 coming your way in just a jiffy. Sure your vehicle performs its best by visiting Jiffy Lube for an oil change today. No appointment necessary, warranty approved, Jiffy Lube, keeping you moving.
for your Edmonton Riverhawks, the right fielder, number 6.
Here in the home half of the first inning, right fielder Brett Ott will be the leadoff batter, and he'll go to work here against Reed Mooring, a 6'1", 180-pounder out of Santa Cruz, California, a sophomore from the University of California at Santa Barbara. I do believe that's where the big naval base is. Mooring will make his second start against 5 relief appearances, 13 innings, 18 hits, 14 runs, and 13 of those runs are earned runs. Ground ball to the right side. It's a dribbler. Lopez up to get it. Throws a little off target. McCollum stays with it. Big target over at first base. 4-3 on the putout. And there's one away. And I got a feeling Ott might be going back to the woodpile. I have a feeling by the sound of that crack that might be firewood.
You know, you get a first baseman like that, Al, and has that good stretch. They can sure help you out on a lot of bad throws.
Best I ever saw without question, and I only saw him on TV as a kid, was Willie McCovey. He was a natural first baseman. He caught right, he threw left, and he bought 6'4", 6'5", and he did the splits like a scissor. And I'll tell you who told me that. The guy that made a lot of throws from the left side of the diamond to Willie McCovey, that was Hal Lanier. Hal, of course, was the coach in the Northern League when I got to know him. Jimmy Davenport at third, Lanier at short, McCovey at first base, and Jose Bicon, I do believe, at second. And the pitch is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 18 hits, 14 runs, 13 earned runs for this right-hander. Walked 8, he struck out 9. He's got a record of a win and a loss, no saves. There he's going to get a strikeout swinging, and there's 2 away. Tommy Takeyoshi will be the hitter up. Mooring with an earned run average of 9. The league is batting .340 off Reed Mooring, but not tonight. We're hitting 0-0-0 off him. A ground ball out and a strikeout. And Takeyoshi, who swung as good a pole as anybody in the Edmonton lineup last night, the batter. He went 2 for 5, including an opposite field double, doing what he's doing right now. Switch hitter batting from the port side.
92-mile-an-hour fastball on that last pitch.
Drawn fully back on the middle infield. The big first baseman McCollum is going to play back at midway and pinch the line. Stark is midway and off the bag at third. The outfield is straight away. The right fielder Ripley plays a fairly short right field, not real short. As the pitch to Takeyoshi, 92 miles an hour right down the belt. Foul back. Takeyoshi hitting .308, 31 ball games, 117 ABs, 8 runs, 36 hits. Not in the nature of a swing really to get home runs, but he's a good contact hitter. 93 miles an hour, that one might have been a little high, but Tommy won't take a chance on it. For whatever reason, I see he's got a brilliant red scarf sticking out of his back pocket, or else pinned in against his trousers and a belt. It is Punjabi night here at the ballpark. There's a 80-mile-an-hour overhand curveball. Nice spin, nice break on that hammer, and that'll get it done. 2 strikeouts in the inning here for Reed Mooring.
Excellent job by Reed Mooring in there, mixing up the speed of his pitches, and we've talked about this before, Al, how that keeps batters off balance. Excellent first inning for Reed Mooring.
Smoke rings across the line totals in the home half of the first inning. This is Friday Night Baseball on Riverhawk TV. Seth Stroh will be the batter to get it going. Seth batting out of the 6th spot here tonight. Griffin Sotomayor and Patrick Stark are the batters due up. 6, 7, and 8 hitters. They're against Riley Barrett. Coughed up a couple of hits in the first inning, but he got 2 strikeouts and a weak pop up to the shortstop out in left field. The opening pitch is right down the middle and it's belted out into center field. And Seth Stroh with a single. And he is aboard. He's not got a lot of hits in the season. He's batting 091, but he gets one here tonight.
We were talking about this earlier, how Riley Barrett hung a couple of curveballs early up in the zone, and that's what he did with that one. And Stroh jumped all over it.
Sotomayor, the right-handed batting catcher. Big, tall ball player, big knee bend, straight off stance, deep in the box. Swings at the pitch, and he fouls it away. So again, Corvallis with a 1.5 game lead in the South Division. They are the defending league champions. 1.5 back, the Ridgefield Raptors at 10-5. Cowlitz Black Bears are 2 out at 8-4. Bend Elks 8-6. They're 4 games back. And here's the 0-1 delivery, up too high. Portland Pickles are 500 at 6-6, as are the Bend Elks. Walla Walla Sweets are 4-8. Yakima Valley Pippins 4-8. And the Springfield Drifters scuffling a little bit, 2-8 in their last 10. And they are 3 victories against 9 losses. Big, big jump. Here's the throw from Takayoshi. It was high. Wheatley had all he could do to catch the ball, and he slaps the tag down, and he's going to get it out. Now the runner, Seth Stroh, not real impressed with that call. I thought probably he was safe, but the umpire is a lot closer than I am. That umpire being Graham Greider.
Again, Al, we've seen this before this year where players are sliding by the bag and losing contact with it. Good job just hanging on to the ball and waiting. He got him before he could come back.
Sotomayor will be the batter, so the bases are empty and there's one away. That can really pick up a pitcher, a good defense play like that. Takayoshi with the throw right out over the bag. It was a little high, albeit, but Wheatley was able to put the tag down in time. And the count is 2-2 here to Sotomayor. Washington State University don't have his hometown, but he is a Cougar. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Kelly Coral just about in back at second base, ranging onto his glove hand side. Makes the transfer, and the throw is right on the money, 2 away.
Now that breaking ball that Riley Barrett just threw, broke it off good and low and got the ground ball out to Kelly Coral. And Coral showed his speed again on that play, just in behind the bag, smooth, quick throw to first base.
Patrick Stark, 6'3", 190-pounder out of Redondo Beach, California. And he attends El Camino College. And the pitch. We were talking about this the other day. You look at the makeup of some of these really good clubs in the league, and not even close to everybody being out of Division I school or out of community college. There are places where they're going to get some work.
That's exactly right, yeah.
And here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball is fouled away. That was actually a changeup fouled away. 77 miles an hour on a palm ball change, bring it around a 1-1. 2 out, bases empty here in the top of 2. Cowlitz is right in Longview, Washington. It's right on that highway that leads you right out to the Pacific Ocean in west central Washington. So they bust up this morning to Abbotsford and got a direct flight into Edmonton. Got here right about noon. Easy travel day. Patrick Stark, the batter, up there, and the count of the ball and the strike. Stark, a newcomer to the ball club. This is his 2nd game. He's recorded no batting average. And this will be his 5th at bat. Seasonal series, Edmonton leads it 2-1. They played the Cowlitz Bears in that first road trip of the season, which was a 9-game road trip. And here's the 2-1 delivery. Got him on the hands. It's a little flare out into short left field. Drifting on in towards the power alley is Will Gardner. And he'll put leather on that, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit. Nobody left on base. Bottom of 2 coming your way in a Jiffy Lube Jiffy.
37,000 people. That's the big city of Cowlitz County in southwestern Washington. Here's a little bit of downtown. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow, the angle parking, the hustle and bustle. Now, if you search luxury houses, that comes up.
Yeah, we call that the double wide with the sidewinder, with the porch on the side like that. Beautiful. That was for almost $13,000. Yeah, can't go up this Jersey.
You know, that's a black video.
I guess.
Top things to do.
Yeah.
Best thing to do with Cowlitz.
Donuts.
Yeah. The Longview Donut Shop.
Fantastic.
The view is the best pit in town.
Tom Poole gets it going here in the bottom half of the second inning. Scoreless ball game. The lid lifter of the 3-game series to wrap up the homestand. Tom Poole really been knocking the cover off the ball of late. Big left-handed batter up there, and Poole takes it down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch inside, go to 2 balls and no strikes. In Cowlitz with a year-long 1-loss record, pretty darn impressive, 27-13. The Hawks trying to pick up a little momentum here. They've got 11 victories under the belt, and Tom Poole will continue his mastery at the plate as he rolls a single between first and second. And the Hawks have got their first base runner of the night. Marco Sana will be the batter.
Nice job by Tom Poole getting around on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, pulling it into right field.
So later on tonight, we'll check our scoreboard for you, the Major League scoreboard, the West Coast League scoreboard. Brought to you by Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House in Leduc. And it's going to get interesting. The trade deadline is looming in Major League Baseball. What a snag on a line drive up the middle by Brown. Relay back to first, and just back in time is Tom Poole to avoid the double play. Brown made a beautiful play to his right. Now, the ball really wasn't tattooed. It left the bat at 66 miles an hour, but he had to run a long way to get it.
Yeah, great play by Chris Brown, but also a smart play by Tom Poole. He didn't jump too far out, and if he had gone any further, he probably would have been doubled off.
Evan Overmars will be the batter.
Outstanding play by Chris Brown at shortstop.
Right-hand hitting third baseman up there, the stretch, the pitch. And from a straight overhand delivery, 92 miles an hour, the pitch high of the target, here by Reed Mooring. Brown and Lopez to a double play depth. Stark wide of the bag at third base. The outfield is straight away. 92-mile-an-hour sinker, swing and a miss. And that'll even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. High leg kick and Mooring's delivery. Fastball high of the target, ball 2. Riverhawk leaders right now. John McGill, the best at the plate, batting .331. Skylar Chang hitting .323. Takayoshi and Boughton not all that far behind. They're both hitting .308. It's not that they don't have hitters, they do, but it's been an 18-game scoring drought going into this one tonight. It's now at 19 games, or 19 innings. It better not be 19 games, but 3-1. Last night they just could not buy a run.
They couldn't. And they, like I say, they got 10 hits, and to get 10 hits and not get a run, that is exceptional.
And here's the 3-1 pitch. Dribbler foul at first base towards the dugout netting. Full count, 3-2. Will Gardner, the on-deck batter. John McGill, the RBI leader, he's got 19. Daniel Calabrese at 17. Tommy Takayoshi in third with 13 runs batted in. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball belted out into right field. It hangs up there a little bit as it slices towards foul chalk. Ian Riley draws a beat on this one, and there's 2 away.
Nice jump by Riley in right field. Got right over on the line, made the catch.
Strikeout leader is Halen Knoll. He's got 41. Halen Knoll also the innings pitch leader at 56 and 2/3 innings, and he's the earned run average leader as well at 1.91. Having a great year Ground ball to the right, and that should do it. Lopez fields the ball, makes the transfer, and the throw is right on target. That will retire the side. 4 batters to the plate, and the Riverhawks strand a runner. And the 3rd inning coming your way on Friday Night Baseball. Eli Lopez, the leadoff batter, batting out of the 9 spot. In the Cowlitz order, Sam Canton and Marcus Tadioli will be the batters due up. Tadioli appearing in his first game. He does not appear on the roster and obviously not on the statistical sheet. Middle infield is fully back. Over Mars, wide of the bag at third. Midway at first base is Osana. And the pitch upstairs and fouled away. Strike 1 to the batter. Eli Lopez, 226 batter in 18 games, 53 at-bats, 14 runs, 12 hits, 6 runs batted in, 2 bags, 226 slugging percentage, 419 on-base percentage. There he took just a little bit of time out to do something you normally see before a ball game. He boned the barrel of his bat.
That's exactly right. And you know, this is the second night we've seen the bat fly out of a person's hand. Boy, the Rosenbag got up pretty quick when that happened.
Swing and a miss, strike 2 here to Lopez. 77-mile-an-hour overhand curveball thrown by Riley Barrett. Top half of the 3rd inning here in the lid lifter of this 3-game set. And the count will even up at Tara. It'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here on Lopez.
That almost looked like a slider from Riley Barrett. A little bit outside, trying to get him chasing.
Lopez out of Whittier, California. And he attends Cal State Fullerton. Always been a good stool at Cal State Fullerton. High fly ball out into the left field alley. Dan Calabrese motors over and makes the catch, 1 away. Good swing, but he just did not get good location on the bat. That was below the barrel. And Sam Canton will be the hitter.
It was a good jump on that ball by Danny Calabrese and called off his left fielder. And Will Gardner got out of the way and allowed him to make the catch.
Canton with a base hit, an opposite field single his first time through, and the pitch will miss at the knee. Canton, a 5'11" 200-pound left-handed batsman, attends Gonzaga University, a junior, out of a place called Port Orchard in the state of Washington. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Didn't throw it real hard. 73 miles an hour off-speed pitch to Canton.
Another pretty good breaking ball, but he's getting it up in the zone, and this is something a guy like Canton is going to jump on.
And here's the 1-1 pitch. Sawed him off. Dribbler up the middle. Kelly Coral in back of the bag. Sidearms to the target, and there's 2 away.
Coral from his alignment to start with, and then the movement over behind the bag. Everything is so smooth with him. And an excellent throw to first base. Makes it easy on a first baseman, Al, when you get throws like that.
Marcus Todiali, the designated hitter, struck out swinging his first time through. Tadioli, midway in the batter's box, slight knee bend, straight off stance. And he takes down an 1 ball, no strike to the batter. Latrey McCollum, the first baseman, in yon deck circle. Hawks tonight with their powder blue top and white pants. Cowlitz Black Bears with a black top, a little bit of red trim, and the gray pants. Fly ball up the middle. I think that'll be caught. Dan Calabrese on the run back. That ball hit about 380 feet up the middle, and Calabrese makes the running catch to set down the side. Zero's over as we move to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Friday night baseball from Remax Field. Center fielder Dan Calabrese. Second baseman Jack Wheatley and the right fielder Brett Ott due up here in the inning. Calabrese got under the pitch. He hits a mile-high pop-up into short center field. Sam Canton is camped under that. 1 pitch and 1 away. And Jack Wheatley the batter.
Danny fighting the bat a little bit, jumped on that first pitch and just got underneath it.
Wheatley hitting $1.70, $1.70 on the season. Here's the pitch to him. And that's 78 miles an hour up in the wheelhouse. Called strike, 0-1. As far as the league is concerned, the best batter by a country mile is Hudson Shoup of Victoria, who for the first time that I know of, his batting average has slumped below 400. He's hitting .394. Brad Ott with a little Texas League single. The second baseman Lopez gave it a game effort. Dove for the ball and was maybe 6 inches beyond the top of his glove.
Just beyond. A real good jump by Lopez on that, but to get out to the position and get up in the air, but he just wasn't tall enough.
And Brad Ott will be the batter. So finally, Hudson Shoup's batting average has drooped below 400, if you'd call that drooping. And that's where he sits. And he's got a 5-point lead on Ben Parker of the Walla Walla Ball Club, who's hitting .389. Brown and Lopez shorten up to a double play depth. Ott shows the bunt and draws the bat back, ball 1. And Roberto Nunez of Port Angeles hitting .371. Tyler Davis of Victoria, 40 runs batted in, leads the way. Jack Mecho of Portland at 39, and Jace Felon of Yakima Valley has got 34. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Ball game at about the 40-minute mark here in the last of 3. Wheatley widens out about a 6-7 foot lead off the bag. Here comes the pitch, high and away. As far as strikeouts are concerned, Halen Noel leads the way. He's got 41 from the Riverhawks. Drew Standen of Port Angeles with 40. Several players tied at 39. High leg kick. Here comes the pitch. 91 mile an hour fastball. Had a little movement on it. Swing and a miss. He was at 2-2. The ERA leader is Jackson Batencourt of Yakima Valley. Microscopic at 1.14 with enough innings pitched to qualify. Halen Noel at 191. Tucker Grote of Bend at 199. And Noel leads the league in innings pitched, 56 2/3. Sam Schalscheider of Yakima Valley, 40 1/3. Ryan Hayter of Springfield, he's in there at 40. Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House in Leduc presents, as they do every night, the Big League Scoreboard. Today is Seafood Friday at Zambelli's, and that means that seafood chowder and a great fish specialty. They have it every night, or every Friday night. There's a hit batter. That'll put potential first run of the ball game in scoring position. Brad Ott got nailed with a pitch somewhere right around the knee. And the trade deadline is fastly approaching in Major League Baseball, so we always watch with interest to see who the teams are that are the buyers and who are the sellers. Taking a second here is Brad Ott. He's down on the deep knee bend. Maybe that hit by a batter hurt a little more than I thought. We've got the top of the first just underway. The Astros are an Oakland no score. Bottom half of the seventh inning, the Reds lead the Arizona Diamondbacks 9-6. The Reds at 52 and 46, the D-backs at 54 and 43. And the pitch, there's a bunt. It's a good one, push bunt, or drag bunt up the third base side, and it's not in time, and a bunt single for Kelly Coro. Back-to-back nights he reaches base on a drag bunt.
You can't bunt it better than that, Al. He put it exactly where it had to be. That third baseman would have had to be in quicker and just make the perfect throw. He couldn't do it.
And we'll go to Tommy Takayoshi. Struck out looking on a curveball his first time through. Phillies and the Guardians. Cleveland leads 6-5, bottom of 7. Top of 6, scoreless, or actually it's a 4-4 draw between the Texas Rangers and the Dodgers at the ballpark at Arlington. Ground ball to the left side. Brown on to Lopez. Relay to first, not in time. And a run will come in to score. Jack Wheatley crosses the plate. And after 20 innings, the Hawks have plated a run. Takayoshi with a fielder's choice, run batted in. That was just about tailor-made for a ground ball double play, but Takayoshi batting left-handed, he's that much closer, and he does run pretty good for a big man.
Tremendous hustle, and Tommy's got excellent speed. Just beat it out.
So 20 scoreless innings have finally come to an end as Jack Wheatley scores on the fielder's choice, run batted in. And the pitch is down and away to Tom Poole, rolled a single into right field his first time along. 4-4 again, top of 6. The ballpark in Arlington, the Dodgers at 55 and 40, the Rangers at 58 and 39.
Pitching coach coming out to talk with Reed Morin at this time, and he's probably saying something about mechanics.
Twins are leading the White Sox 7-4 in the bottom of the sixth inning. 50 and 48 for Minnesota. The Pale Hose having a tough year, 41 and 57. It's the Braves leading the Brewers 6-2. That's in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Just underway, it's the Pirates playing the Angels. And in the warm-ups, it's the Seattle Mariners out at what used to be called Safeco Field, hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto 11 better than 500, 54 and 43. The Mariners are a 500 ball club, 48 victories, 48 losses. In a rain delay, it's the Mets 4, the Red Sox 3 at Fenway Park. That's in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Final score saw the Cubs defeat the Cardinals today, 4-3. Steele the winner, Flaherty the loser. Played at Wrigley Field. And the Padres are winners today over the Detroit Tigers. in Detroit, 5-4 score. Another final saw the Orioles down the Tampa Bay Rays 3-0. Another final, the Rockies 6, the Marlins 1. Lambert the winner, Garrett gets the loss. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Reed Morin, big right-hander, comes set, kicks that left leg up and delivers. And that pitch is 85 miles an hour and off target. And the Giants were losers today to the Washington Nationals in the nation's capital. 5-3 final. Irwin the winner. Wood took the loss. And the 2-1 pitch. Good hard sinking fastball. Swing and a miss. And it was the Yankees today at Yankee Stadium. A 5-4 win over Kansas City. Schmidt the winner. Marsh took the loss. Yankees not going real well. They're 51-47, and they've been in a mid-season slump the last while. There's an opposite field fly ball hit deep and down towards the foul line, and Seth Stroh makes a nice running catch, and that will retire the side. So a run comes in to score, and that 20-inning scoreless drought finally comes to an end. Done on 2 hits. And 2 runners left aboard. 3 innings have been completed, and it's a 1-0 Edmonton lead. Trey McCollum, the first baseman, gets it going. There's a half swing, line drive, right side. And look what I found, Marco Suna with a beautiful stab on that ball. Playing midway, that's the only way he had a chance to get an angle on that ball.
Just tremendous play by Marco Suna, and we've seen that out of him earlier in the year. He just makes great plays.
Ian Raleigh will be the batter. Again, Marco Santa, who up until this year was pretty much a catcher. He's come around to that position and done it just really well. Ian Riley, the right fielder, keeps his weight way back, left-handed batter. Feet spread wide apart, and he get under the pitch, lifts a mile-high pop-up, down the line and out of play. Total of 3 hits in the ball game so far here against Riley Bennett. Barrett scattered a couple of hits in the first inning. Sam Canton sprayed a ball to the left. Lee Troy McCollum pulled the ball to right. Gave up a leadoff single in the second inning to Seth Stroh, and he was gunned down in an attempted steal at second base. Barrett works out of the drop and drive delivery. There's the drop and there's the drive. And the fastball's a little bit high. Count goes to a ball and a strike. Big shift on in the infield. Coral just about behind second base, both feet on outfield grass. Wheatley is more towards first than he is second, and both feet on right field grass. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. Go to 1-2.
Excellent breaking ball again.
Barrett trying to win his first ball game of the season. Now, he's certainly pitched better than a winningless pitcher, but that's just how it works sometimes. It's not that easy to get a W. There's a one-out single by Ian Riley, and the tying run is aboard. Chris Brown will be the batter. If you're the starting pitcher, now it's a little different out of the bullpen, but you got to pitch the opening 5 innings, leave the ball game with your team in the lead, and the lead cannot be relinquished. If it does, that'll disqualify you from the victory. Your best bet to get a win is just pitch real good and pitch 7-8 innings.
That's what you always want to get, and you don't see it much today.
Brown went down swinging his first time through. And he is the shortstop tonight. Brown out of University of Connecticut. Comes out of Trumbull, Connecticut, and he is a senior. Pitch high to Chris Brown. 1 ball, no strike. Brown hitting .227 on the year. Black Bears tonight in their black top with white and orange trim and the gray pants. 1 ball, no strike. Runners on the move. The pitch is flared out into right field, down into the gap. Making a running catch is Brett Ott. No chance for the double play, but Ott makes a nice running grab into the power alley, and there's 2 away.
Excellent jump on the ball by Ott.
Took him away from the throwing target. Now that ball's hit more towards the line. He's probably got a chance at a double play.
But he's smart holding on to it, Al. He couldn't have made that throw accurately. And you don't want to throw the ball away in that situation. Keep him on first base.
And Seth Stroh is the batter. Riley takes his lead off the bag. And the pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Stroh. 87 miles an hour. That is probably a little under the velocity normally of Riley Barrett. He's about 89, 90 miles an hour in a groove. Also got a pretty good breaking ball and the odd changeup. Second baseman playing the batter to pull the ball. The pitch is a swing and a foul coming back. 0-2.
Barrett's been doing, his fastballs have pretty well been all up in the zone. His breaking balls have been dropping off down low in the zone. Now he's hung a couple, and a couple he's got a hit that he's hung, and a couple he's got away with. But he's mixing the ball up really well.
Runners on the move. The pitch is inside. Takayoshi with his arm cocked, and he elects not to throw the ball, and I don't blame him. He had no chance whatsoever on picking the runner down at second base.
No, and this is the thing for the fans. That ball was thrown, it came in inside, so Takayoshi, when he made the catch, was directly behind the batter. And there's no way he had a chance to make that throw.
If you have a left-handed batter up there, that's an aid of the catcher trying to gun a runner down at third, and it's against the catcher's ability to gun a runner down at second base. As it is, it's academic. Fly ball to center field, get it done. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And we'll have a special guest with us when we move to the bottom of 4.
I pushed up.
Test.
How many kernels of corn out of 10? 6! And you're very generous.
Sorry, I so long to get up here. I was like, I thought you would go around.
And you know what? It's
I decided to do it.
Let's go Hawks! Good work on that one. All right.
I just learned never to fight an elephant. I was sort of on my things that I was thinking of doing, like not watching that movie. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, we've been getting big crowds all year. Marco Santa, who made a scintillating play on a line drive for an out in the last half inning, will lead things off. Here in the bottom of 4, he lined out to the shortstop Brown his first time along. Now, joining us on the broadcast here tonight is Michael Buchanan, who plays for the Cowlitz Bears and is attending broadcasting school, or that's what he intends to do when the ball career is over. First pitch is swung on, and it's a fly ball to right, and there's one gone here in the inning. Where are you going to school, Mike?
Hello, my name is Michael Buchanan, and I just graduated from Montana State University Billings. I did my internship with the Montana State University Billings men and women's basketball team, and I was a color commentary. And I got into this actually in 2019 when I was invited up to the press box when I was playing for the Port Angeles Lefties with your very own Tommy Takayoshi.
Wow. Montana State, you said?
Montana State University Billings.
Oh, it's down in Billings.
Yeah, small town in Montana.
Well, I've been there. That's cowboy country.
Absolutely. It's the only NCAA baseball team in Montana.
You know, that's a state that, I don't know how many major league guys that come out of Montana. I know Lyle Overbay was from northeastern Montana. But you think of rodeo cowboys, you think of football players when you think of Montana.
Absolutely. This year's college game day featured Montana versus Montana State. So cool.
Now, which is the one that's, I'm just trying to think of that town.
Montana State is traditionally more dominant than Montana.
And University of Montana is where?
They're the Grizzlies, University of Montana.
Okay,
They're both
that's
really
in Missoula,
good.
isn't it?
That's in Missoula, yes.
Ground ball to the right side. Lopez onto the pitcher covering. That's Mooring, 4-1 on the putout. And there's 2 away. So, are you a senior? Or you graduated? Or
I graduated. I have one more year of eligibility, but I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. But I'm graduated, and now I'm here playing in the West Coast League, and I'm going to get reps in on the field and get reps in at the broadcasting booth, hopefully.
Well, yeah, we'd love to have you up here a little bit. And here's the pitch, too high, 1 ball, no strike here to Will Gardner. Now, the Cowlitz Black Bears had a pretty good year going. You're 14 games better than 500. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but you picked it right up.
Absolutely. Our pitching has been steady all year, and it's going to come down to timely hitting. Two nights ago, we lost the Bells 4-5, and we were just one swing away from easily winning that game. We pitched great, and then we won the first 2 games in those series by low margins, and so we just need more timely hitting.
And here comes the pitch. That ball was a jam shot, a weak 2 hopper wide of the bag at third base. Stark is up with it. And the throw across the diamond is right on target. And the Riverhawks are out of business here in the home half of the 4th inning. 0's over. And we shall return with the top half of the 5th inning in just a minute. Top half of the fifth inning about set to get underway. Griffin Sotomayor will be the leadoff batter. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Sotomayor, Stark, and Lopez, the 7, 8, 9 batters in the order. Due up here for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Game one of this 3-game weekend series. Run of, I would think, about a 5,000-6,000 house here tonight at Remax Field. Been to Billings several times, Michael. And one thing that I remember is old Cobb Field, the fixture, but I know they redid it. That was one old yard.
Absolutely. It's now called Dealer Park, and it's a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful park, and it's a great experience. If any kids out there are looking to play baseball, maybe email MSUB and Matthew Hape and, get a chance to play at a great park.
Batter gets tied up. It's a sinking line drive. Wheatley waits on it, gloves it, and throws it, and Sotomayor's erased one gone. Now, this is a long before your time. In fact, it's not before my time, but I was not in baseball then. 1971, the Baltimore Orioles had 4 20-game winners. They had Jim Palmer. Anyway, one of them was from Billings, Montana, great left-hander, Dave McNally. He owned a car dealership down in Billings.
Absolutely. Dave actually came and spoke to our team one time, and he's still in Billings, and he's a great man, and we learned a lot from him. And the biggest thing he told us was he worked hard, he played hard, and he always tried to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's what he did. And he won 20 ball games in 71 for the Orioles. 1 ball, no strike. Mike Cuellar and Pat Dobson and Jim Palmer were the other 3 pitchers on that. And those were the days of the 4-man pitching staff. You didn't have 5 starters, you had 4. And all 4 of them won 20 games.
And those days, pitchers were going 160 pitches if they felt good.
Yeah, they didn't have the defined roles that they have now in the relief pen. 76-mile-an-hour overhand curveball. He spotted it on the batter. It's fouled away. Stark, the hitter, is up there, and the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. So when are you going to start getting the tapes out and get yourself a job in radio?
I'm not sure. I'm going to try to play as long as I can.
Well,
but
absolutely.
But as any opportunity I get to be in the press box, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm loving it. You feel like you're part of the team, and you feel like you're part of the city when you're the announcer.
Now, when you do play, what position do you play?
I'm a right-handed pitcher. I don't throw very hard, but I know how to hit my spots, and I know when to throw a breaking ball.
Well, that's half the battle right there. Just like this guy here, Riley Barrett. He tops out at about 89 miles an hour with a good breaking pitch. And he's ready to go. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball left side. Curl won't have a play in the hole. That's a base hit for Patrick Stark, and the tying run is aboard. And Eli Lopez is the batter.
Patrick Stark is my roommate back home in Cowlitz, so we're very happy to have him here, and we're enjoying him. And it's great to see him. I believe that's his first hit with the Black Bears.
What kind of a ballpark you got down there?
We have the ballpark is where the NWAC championship is played. It's a turf infield, grass outfield, and it's called David Story Field. It's very historic, and it has a lot of smaller dimensions, like going to left field, it's only 302 down the line.
Boy, that is a short porch, 302 feet. I'd be learning to pitch the right-handers away and the left-handers in, or whatever you have to do. Is that the right field or left?
The right field line is actually deeper. It's 320, which is very unusual for a lot of parks.
What do you think of this one up here? This is a monster, 420 straightaway center.
This is a pitcher's dream. The balls don't fly here, the field's huge, and the infield's turf. This is exactly what you want as a pitcher.
Believe it or not, there's been 2 hitters in the history of this ballpark that have hit the ball over the wall in straightaway center. Both of them were in the Pacific Coast League of AAA. And now you're talking about men. One was, never mind the first, I'll tell you the second one. You see that grove of trees just to the right of the straightaway hitter's eye?
Yes, sir.
A guy named Mike Kadire hit that over the trees.
Wow.
That's about a 550-foot shot.
That is amazing. When you see a park this big, you usually assume the ball flies, but the ball does not always fly here.
It's a fair park to the hitter and the pitcher. Ground ball up the middle. Kelly Coral touches second, relays to first. I don't know if we got the double play. Don't believe we do. They started the runner, so Stark is safe at second base. And Lopez is erased. There's 2 gone.
Very interesting there by Patrick Stark. It looked like he read that ball so well off the bat. He was able to beat Kelly Coral to the bag. Very great base running to help the Black Bears.
And we'll go to the center fielder, Sam Cannon. He sprayed a ball into left field his first time through. Bounced out his second time along. Wheatley, the second baseman, between the bags. Fully back on the infield skin. And the pitch is fouled away, strike one. Kelly Stinnett is your field manager. And Kelly was here last year. I saw him at AAA when he was coming up back in the 90s. And one thing I know about Kelly, if you can't play for him, you can't play.
Absolutely. This is a big time point of the game right here as the Black Bears look to take the tie in the game.
Pitch is inside, 89 miles an hour from Riley Barrett.
As the Riverhawks look to keep the lead going into the next inning.
Well, that run that we got ended a 20-inning run drought that we had. Now, that's hard to believe. We had 11 hits last night and didn't get a run, so hopefully that's a monkey off their back.
Absolutely. You see a box score and you see 11 hits, you usually think it was a big night. But wow, that's unusual in baseball. That's called timely pitching.
Barrett with his 7th start on the year, 2 relief appearances, 38 in the third, 36 hits, 15 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks, 28 strikeouts. And he's got an ERA that belies an 0-3 record, 2.11. You get an ERA under 3.5 in this league, and you've done something. And here's the 2-1 pitch, hit back up the middle. Karam's off the pitching rubber. Wheatley on to grab it. Tried to make the transfer, and he lost the handle of the ball, so you'll have men at first and third base. How Wheatley even stayed with that ball is beyond me. That big change and bounce that it took, it hit the rubber.
That shows great character there by the pitcher. I mean, willing to give up your body to help your team make a play. That really shows what you're all about up there. It makes your fielders want to work harder for you.
Canton will reach base on an infield hit. Down the third goes Patrick Stark, so the tying run is 90 feet from scoring. Marcus Tatilio is the batter due up. Right-handed batter who has just joined this Cowlitz ball club, and the pitch is a strike. Now, Cowlitz, you play out of Longview, Washington, do you not?
Yes, sir. And the very interesting fact, the shortstop, he started his high school career at O'Day High School. Same with the hitter now, and so did I.
And the pitch, off speed down the line and out of play. Where are you from originally?
We are all, Kelly, me, and Marcus Titiali are all from the Seattle area. I'm from Redmond, Washington, but that's all very close to Seattle. And it's funny how baseball just keeps those connections, keeps those relationships together.
Tell me about it. 42 years in it. Nothing in 2 to Yellow. Right-handed batter up there. Runner at first is on the move. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. That'll get it done. And here tonight for Riley Barrett, that strikeout gets him out of the kettle here in the 5th. That's his 3rd K on the night. So no runs and a pair of hits. No errors and 2 left. 4.5 innings in the books. And we'll be back with the last of 5 in just a jiffy.
Now batting for your Edmonton Riverhawks, the center fielder, number 15, Daniel
Dan Calabrese, the leadoff batter. Calabrese with a get under a pitch, hit a mile-high pop fly into center field. Back in the third inning, Jack Wheatley and Brett Ott are the batters due up. Michael Buchanan, a pitcher for the Cowlitz Bears, joining us for another inning. Last time I was down to Billings was, 5-6 years ago. But like I said, that's deep in the heart of cowboy country.
Absolutely. You have to be able to swing dance there in Billings.
Ride a whole pony, I would think, too. Pitch is swung on and it's missed, and that's going to be strikeout number 3 for Reed Mooring. Ball was not held cleanly, 2-3 on the putout, 1 gone. And we go to Jack Wheatley, who scored the lone run of the ball game. He rolled a single into right field. He came in to score on a fielder's choice. Run batted in by Tommy Takeyoshi. How big a population on campus at that university?
It is very small. I believe it's only 2,000 to 3,000 students a year.
I know there's a number of the Montana schools where you can actually attend on a rodeo scholarship, cowboy scholarship. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And you can also get your pro ticket while you're going to university. You can earn money. Well, in NCAA, you can all earn money now. They've changed those rules. But
That's awesome.
Wheatley up there with a 0-2 count, drawn back on the middle infield. Pitch on the fists, and it's a flare, foul, back to first base, down the line. And that ball's on the screen. McCollum giving chase. I like your first baseman. I've only seen him with a couple of plays, but he's a big target that you want at first base. Big, long, and lean.
Absolutely. He's one of the fastest players in the West Coast League this year, as he's looking to break the Cowlitz Black Bears' stolen base records this year before he leaves to go back to Santa Barbara.
You know, for a guy that long, man, you've got the long legs. Normally you think of a burner as usually somebody a little more, not quite so tall, but you tell me he can pick it up.
Yes, sir. And he's also one of the nicest players you'll meet in the league. He just loves baseball. He plays hard, and he works hard, and he's a great guy to be around.
I see he's got 19 bags on the ear. And the pitch, strike 3 called. Wheatley is set down. Strikeout number 4 for Reed Mooring. Mooring's got a pretty nice 4 2/3 innings in here tonight.
Yes, sir. And Reed he's one of the nicest guys you ever meet, but he's a different person on the mound. He's a competitor on the mound. He doesn't want to beat you. He wants to embarrass you.
All right, Brett Ott will be the batter. Mooring leans down the back slope of the pitcher's mound, takes a tug on the rock rosin bag. And Brett Ott, who has bounced out and been hit by a pitch, will be the batter. Here it's fireworks Friday night after the ball game. They'll light up the Rockets. And the pitch is 85 miles an hour, sinker ball, swing and a foul tip, strike 1.
How cool is this? You get to see a quality baseball game. You get to bring your friends, bring your family, get great food, and see fireworks in one night.
Yep, pretty hard to beat that, isn't it?
It's called living the dream for a reason.
And that's why the team draws like they do. Here Ott shows the bunt, draws the bat back, and he takes a breaking pitch inside, 1-1.
I think the biggest key for the Bears here to get back in the game is we need to honestly do what Kelly Coral did earlier, which might be bunting. Just because no one's driving the ball out of the ballpark here tonight, and no one's hitting for extra bases so far.
Especially when you're playing on an artificial turf infield, you can bunt the ball down the line, and you don't have to worry about it rolling foul. It'll stay fair.
Yes, sir. Usually you have those natural divots from just the turf, from the dirt being used so much on those dirt fields.
So the count evens up with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases empty, 2 away. 6 in a row have been set down by Mooring. There he runs a fastball down and away. Just missed off the plate. Runs the count full. Well, you guys had the early call this morning. The bus ride to Abbotsford and the flight over the Canadian Rockies. Got here about noon, so that beats riding the Iron Lung for 18 hours.
It was a long journey here, but it's been a blast so far, and hopefully both teams keep playing well, because this is great entertainment for the fans.
Swing and a foul tip, held by the catcher, Sotomayor. So that is strikeout number 5. He struck out the side, did Reed Mooring. And we'll move along to the top half of the 6th inning. Be back with that in just a minute. First baseman LaTroy McCollum, leadoff batter here in the 6th inning. Ian Riley and Chris Brown due up in the inning. Real good right-handed pitching duel here tonight by Riley Barrett, who you see up on the bump and getting ready to go. And here's the pitch. 76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, and it's in the strike zone. And he is opposed to that by Reed Mooring. He's coughed up just 1 run. McCollum is 1 for 2 on the night with a stolen base. That's his 20th on the year. And he is a burner, no doubt about that. The pitch to him, he checks the swing. 77-mile-an-hour curveball. And missing the inning.
It's interesting because his legs are so long. You think he wouldn't be as fast as he is, but he knows how to use them.
Yeah, he does. He ever. I'll pay a little more attention to him next time he gets aboard. I want to see how he notches his shoulders if he's getting ready to go. That's one of the first signals that a runner is going to try to get airborne. 1-2 here to McCollum. Cowlitz Black Bears in town wearing the black top, the orange trim, gray pants. Your ballpark in down there in Washington, how do you draw down there? You draw, how many people in the games?
We get usually around, I would say, 900 to 1,000 people a night.
Pitch in on the hands and a bouncing ball foul to third base. And how big is Longview?
Longview is not too big, but as I like to say with Longview, there's nothing to complain about. We got a Chipotle, we got a Fred Meyer, we have great grocery stores, we have beautiful places to walk, and it's a good place, you know.
And here's the 2-2 delivery, too high. Well, Ridgefield, the guys were here for 3 games. I said, what is it, 30, 40,000? I said, you kidding? It's 10,000. It's not big at all. It's big enough to have a team here in the West Coast League. 40 ball players got drafted out of this league 10 days ago, and that's got to tell you something.
Absolutely. I played in 2019, I played with Damiano Parmigiani, who ended up playing on the World Baseball Classic this year for Team Canada.
Edmonton now with the right-hand pitcher up and throwing in the bullpen. Quick-moving ball game here tonight. We're about an hour 20 in. And in the top half of the 6th inning. And the 3-2 pitch. Barrett went right at him with a fastball, and McCollum fouls it off.
The best thing about Latreille is he's very disciplined. He's not going to chase pitches because he'll take a walk. He wants to get on base, and he's going to turn that walk into a double by his ability to steal bases. I would say Latreille is a very old-school player, if I had to think about him as a player. Ooh.
There he gets rung up on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball over the outside block. McCollum not in real agreement with the umpire's call. Sean Weatherhill, the umpire tonight. It may or may not have been a strike, but I'll tell you what it is. It's close enough, you got to foul it off.
Absolutely. I mean, you would think it's tough there. He fouled off a few pitches in a row that you think he established the zone, but you know, sometimes in baseball you don't get the call. As the pitcher, he felt like he earned it, but Latreille felt like he earned that zone.
Well, it's a round ball, round bat, and you try to hit it square. So that's it.
It's an interesting game. You wonder why so many people are here.
1 ball and no strike here to Riley. Riley is 1 for 2 tonight. He sprayed a single up the middle his last time along. And he takes the pitch high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Ian Riley has a very old school stance with an interesting how he uses his hands, but he gets the ball to the barrel pretty good sometimes.
And we're ready to go. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Threw him a strike, and it's foul back. Halen Knoll, who is a starting pitcher, but he's Probably was scheduled for a bullpen today, so they'll, if they have to, bring him in for an inning, maybe two. And Noel is just putting up the numbers this season in the league. Leads the league in innings pitched and was leading the league in strikeouts. And right up there in wins. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Noel leads the West Coast League in strikeouts at 41. He leads the league in innings pitched at 56 and 2/3 innings. So he has sucked up a whole pile of innings for this Edmonton ball club.
What a summer. Wow, that's an amazing accomplishment, and you hope it translates to into his school ball this year.
He just got under the pitch. He hits it high and he hits it far, but he also hits it foul up the right side and out of the ballpark to run the count full. Where do you guys go from here?
We travel back home, and we have a home series after this series. One thing the Black Bears have always struggled with this year is we haven't hit for power much. And so you're hoping that ball stayed fair for the Black Bears.
High pop up in fair territory, midway between third and home. And over Mars, the new third baseman, camped under that, and there's two away. So you go from a high pop fly foul to a pop up the other way in fair territory. That tells me that Barrett's doing a nice job of changing speeds. And Chris Brown will be the batter up. 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and flied out. Total of 6 hits tonight for the Black Bears, trailing the ball game by a 1-0 score. Edmonton with 3 hits tonight, but they made the most of it. They've parlayed 3 hits into 1 run. 1 run scoring on a fielder's choice, run batted in by Takayoshi. Strike 1 to the batter, Chris Brown. Fully back on the middle infield, midway at first and third. The outfield is straight away. And here's a 0-1, foul to the backstop.
He seems to be pitching to tendencies pretty well. He goes curveball, first pitch for a strike. He lands it in there, and then he throws the heat next with his fastball. And now he gets a hitter right where he wants him in that 0-2 hole.
Yeah, the infield tonight on the corners, over Mars at third, Osuna at first, Coral the shortstop, Wheatley at second base. Takayoshi completes the battery as he goes into his crouch and frames the target. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5, and that'll get it done here for Riley Barrett as he's put up the zeros through the opening 6 frames. And I want to thank you very much, Michael Buchanan. Plays for the Cowlitz Bears. Best of luck in your future endeavors behind a microphone.
Really appreciate you having me, and thank you so much.
Okay. All right, we'll take a tiny little time out. Be back with the last of 6 in just a minute. Bottom half of the 6th inning, and Kelly Coral beat out a drag bunt single in the 3rd inning, struck out swinging in the 1st. Gets it going here against Reed Mooring. John, quite a pitching duel here tonight.
It's an excellent pitching duel. Both have good command over their pitches and different pitching styles. but both effective.
And the pitch, Kelly Coral gives it a ride into the left field gap. Ball's not going to get caught by Canton. Curls on his way towards second base. He'll fall in with a sliding double. And a ball that Canton made a great run for. He dove for it. He went horizontal, so you can't say he didn't try for it. Just beyond his grasp, and a two-base hit for Coral.
He popped that ball right in the gap. Center fielder made a nice attempt at it. It just wasn't quite good enough for McCollum, and Kelly Coral gets himself a double.
This young fella was on our broadcast tonight, Michael Buchanan. Was a teammate of Takeyoshi's last year in the West Coast League. And here's the pitch. Tommy drops down a bunt, a push bunt, batting left-handed, and it's foul, strike one. Nice crowd here tonight. Nicest crowd, biggest crowd of the homestand, 4,317. I would think with 8 home games left, Edmonton might have already secured the attendance title in the league.
Very possibly do it.
Don't know that for a fact, but Takeyoshi wants to bunt his man down to third. He shows the bunt, draws the bat back, and a slash, and he did it beautifully. Pulled the bat back, and he lines a bullet out in right center field, and Takeyoshi with a run-scoring single. That's textbook. That's how you do a slash.
You know, Al, we watched in batting practice. Tommy Takeyoshi practices this every day in batting practice. Fake the bunt, draw it back, and drill it. The ball was put up in the zone, right where he wanted it. Excellent base hit and an RBI.
And the Riverhawks, who broke their 20-inning scoreless drought earlier on in the ballgame in the third inning when Wheatley scored, pick up another run. And the pitch is in there for a strike. We've got a right-hander up and throwing in the Cowlitz bullpen. Tom Poole on a 1-for-2 night rolled a single out into right field. Takeyoshi widens his lead. The pitch is a 79-mile-an-hour hook, and it misses inside. Reed Mooring at the belt. High leg kick, the pitch. 85-mile-an-hour hard sinker, swing and a miss, 1-2. Elsewhere tonight, Springfield is in Yakima Valley, Corvallis and Walla Walla, Portland and Bend. You got the Port Angeles Lefties and the Kelowna Falcons, Nanaimo Night Owls and Wenatchee Apple Sox, and the Bellingham Bells and the Kamloops Northpaws tonight at Norbrook Field, not far from the North Thompson River in Kamloops. 2-ball, 2-strike count here to Poole on a 1-for-2 night. Marco Santa, the on-deck batter. Second baseman Lopez, midway between the bags and about 2 feet shy of the outfield grass. Here comes the pitch on the way.
Nick Silva, right-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for Cowlitz Bears.
So the count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kelly Curl led the inning off with a gap double out into left center field, more center field than left center. And Takeyoshi scored him in a belt up the middle. And the pitch fouled away. Infield tonight of Stark at third, McCollum at first, Brown at second or short. Lopez the second baseman. Sotomayor goes into a deep knee bend. He is the catcher tonight, and the pitch on the way. 84-mile-an-hour slider, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Mooring, 1 away. Sometimes you just tip your hat to the pitcher. He made a money pitch on 3 and 2. And Osana is the batter up. He's lined out and flied out. Double play depth in the middle infield. Stark is just into midway at third base. The outfield is straight away. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Evan Overmar is the third baseman, who I thought made some scintillating plays last night, fielding and throwing. Over at third base, he is the on-deck batter. And the pitch on the way, down and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
You can see Reed Mooring losing a little bit of his accuracy. He's still throwing with great velocity. But,
And he misses inside, Reed Mooring. Second start on the year to go along with 5 relief appearances. 13 innings, 18 hits, 14 runs, 13 earned runs, 8 walks, 9 strikeouts. Got a 1-1 record and an earned run average of 9. And the pitch hit the knee, and that'll be ball 4. Overmars hitting .222. It's his 8th ball game. This will be his 20th at bat. Scored 2 runs on a collection of 4 hits. .222 slugging percentage and a .364 on base percentage. As field manager Kelly Stinnett makes his way out towards the mound. How many pitches here tonight for the right-hander Mooring?
'74.
74 pitches through 5 1/3 innings of work. Yeah, Nick Silva's been heating up in the bullpen. Stinnett has made no movement towards the bullpen. He will wait so long until the plate umpire, and that is Sean Weatherhill, will come out and try to expedite the proceedings. Now he makes the call.
Nick Silva coming into the game.
All right, we'll be back with the final totals in just a minute. New pitcher in the ball game, a right-hander, Nick Silva. 6'2", 205-pounder out of Cal State Bakersfield, lives in Palmdale, California. Nick Silva. 12th relief appearance, 13 innings, 19 hits, 10 runs, 10 earned runs. A total of 6 walks, 13 strikeouts. Got a 2-2 record and a save, and a 6.92 earned run average. High hopper back to the mound. Silva onto the shortstop, Brown at second, and the relay to first. And that's how you get it done right there, 1-6-3 on the double play ball. But a run does come in to score. We'll have the final totals on Reed Mooring when we return. Riverhawk Television brought to you by Jiffy Lube. Earn a $25 gift card with your next fully synthetic oil change at Jiffy Lube. JiffyLubeService.ca. For a location near you, Jiffy Lube, keeping you moving.
Here's a gift card. Take it. You can keep the butt chickens out.
Watch out, there's a drone behind you. I don't believe, Tommy.
New pitcher in the ball game is Halen Knoll, who is, I think, ticketed for a spot on the West Coast League All-Star team this season, first or second team. 5'10", 215-pounder, University of Maryland. And he is an Edmonton ball player. He leads the league in innings pitched and strikeouts. Knoll this season will make his fourth relief appearance. He's got 8 starts, 56 and 2/3 innings, best in the league, 46 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned, 15 walks, 41 strikeouts, a 5-3 record, and a 1.90 earned run average. I think the statistics pretty much tell a story about Halen Knoll.
Halen Knoll, it's interesting, Al. Usually when you bring a pitcher in, he's different from the previous pitcher. Guy's a breaking ball pitcher and so on. You come in with a real good fastball. But in reality, Halen Knoll and Riley Baird pitch an awful lot alike.
I was just
both
thinking
have
that.
good breaking balls.
They're two peas in a pod.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seth Stroh on a 1-for-2 night will get it going. 2-0 Edmonton leads. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Ball game at the 1 hour and 40-minute mark as Stroh takes high. That was 87 miles an hour from the release point to the mid-pop. Griffin Sotomayor and Patrick Stark are due up here in the inning. Halen Knoll off the first base side of the pitching rubber. High hopper wide of first base. Osuna is under it, and a flip to Knoll covering. 3-1 on the putout, 1 away. Sotomayor is the batter.
Good location with that pitch.
Sotomayor tonight has bounced out twice, once to the shortstop, once to second base. Middle infield is fully back. And we're midway at first and third. The outfield is straight away. Again, the crowd here tonight on Fireworks Friday, 4,317. And the pitch right down the middle. Took a little off the pitch, 80 miles an hour. In there for a strike to Sotomayor. 250 hitter. He just joined the ball club. This is his 4th game. The Black Bears have lost a few players returning to their college assignments, and of course that happens all over the league. I asked Jake Lamperman about that. He said, no, we're not getting touched up, at least not for the immediate future, of players leaving the club. Here's the kick and the 0-2. That's fouled away. Now, back when you first started watching this level of baseball back in the 50s, college ball players, generally they were able to hang around a whole lot longer. Labor Day, unless you were on the football team, is when you were required to be back in class.
Oh, exactly right. You know, it's interesting. One of the reasons with these changes we see in all the rosters in this league, that's why you had that split season.
And the pitch is a called third strike on Sotomayor. Didn't throw it real hard, 81 miles an hour, and that was up in the wheelhouse. And Knoll with his first strikeout of the night, and Patrick Stark will be the batter. That is the 42nd strikeout on the year. Here for Halen Knoll. You know, when he's not pitching, he's the bullpen catcher. Likes to get into the action. Apparently, he's a pretty good receiver. And here comes the pitch up too high. 1 ball, no strike. Here to Patrick Stark. And he is now playing in his 2nd game. He's got 4 at-bats, no batting average. 1 ball, no strike here to Stark. And the pitch on the outside block for a strike.
Excellent breaking ball by Halen Knoll. Again, mixing those pitches up. This is what we've seen with both pitching styles here, Al. Really good control. And there it is.
Lead umpire tonight is Sean Weatherhill, and I thought he set a pretty good consistent zone tonight. That pitch might have looked a little high, but it's been a strike all night.
Exactly
If you're
right.
the pitcher and the batter, you make your adjustment accordingly. Middle infield is fully back, midway at first and third. Outfield is straightaway. Breaking ball, and Halen Knoll gets the strikeout. 83-mile-an-hour curveball. working out of that very efficient drop and drive delivery. Zero's over as we move along to the bottom half of the 7th inning on our Jiffy Lube presentation of Riverhawk baseball. Nick Silva working in his second inning of relief now. He came in, he threw a good pitch. He got himself a 1-6-3 ground ball double play. And he showed me a little something on that comeback. That ball was kissed and it bounced just in front of the mound. He had to jump in the air with his left hand extended to catch that ball to begin with. Gardner on an 0 for 2. He's ground out twice. Left-handed batter up there, and the pitch to him misses inside. Evens the count of the ball on the strike. Dan Calabrese and Jack Wheatley do up here in the inning. On Punjabi night here at the ballpark. In fact, I guess they have a radio station in town that speaks that language and plays Punjabi music. They're actually doing the play-by-play tonight.
It's really interesting because they're doing the play-by-play here, and they also have the one they do play-by-play of the Oilers games. And I'm not sure if they do it in the Elks games, but it tells you how the community is getting involved with the culture here.
And here's the kick and the 1-2 pitch. That's right down the pump for a call, third strike. And Nick Silva gets his first K of the night. Dan Calabrese, the batter. Got himself a knock last night, a little flare that fell in up the right field line. Here tonight, he hit a high pop fly straight away center. He went down swinging his other time through. Here he's out in front of the pitch, fouls it away, 0-1. Calabrese out of the Dallas, Texas area. And here comes the pitch to him. Down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bouncing ball foul at third base. Hearst, Texas is where Calabrese is from. He attends the University of the Incarnate Word. 5'11", 175-pound speedster. And there's not many fly balls he can't track down. Outfield here tonight for the Cowlitz Ball Club. Seth Stroh in left, Sam Taunton in center, and Ian Riley is the right fielder. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the last half of the 7th inning.
And we've talked about Danny Calabrese having a little problem with the bat. He got it.
That he did. Right between the 2 digits on his roster number.
Well, like you say, Al, if you're going to get hit, that's the spot to get hit. You don't want it
Well,
on
they
a
teach
jet.
you to do that. If you think you're going to get drilled, turn your back to the pitch.
Absolutely.
And Jack Wheatley will be the batter. Wheatley, a Calgary ball player, 6'3", 190 pounds, attends Liberty University. And Wheatley takes a strike, 0-1. Foul to the backstop, 0-2. 7:05 tomorrow night and 1:05 on Sunday. Wrap up the homestand. You'll see it all the action right here on Riverhawk TV. Wheatley tonight on a 1-for-2 night. He broke the scoreless innings, which were at 20, when he got aboard on a one-out single, and he came around to score on a fielder's choice run batted in by Tommy Takayoshi. So when you consider the last 20 innings up until that time, this is an absolutely offensive deluge. 2 runs to score. Swing and a miss. 88-mile-an-hour sinking fastball. Bottom fell right out of it. Strikeout 2 here for Nick Silva.
You know, the interesting thing is, Al, like you look tonight, we got 5 hits and 2 runs. Last night we had 10 hits and no runs.
I know.
Funny how this game goes.
Yeah.
You got to put them back to back.
Brett Ott 0 for 2. He got hit with a pitch in the 3rd inning. Starter tonight, Reed Mooring hit a batter. And now the relief pitcher, Nick Silva, has plunked the batter. Both bullpens are now idle as we speak. Pitch is not held cleanly by Sotomayor, and pulling into scoring position with what I assume is a wild pitch is Dan Calabrese. Unofficially, that is a wild pitch.
Now a hit has a good chance to score a run.
Stretch here by Nick Silva. Gets his man off second base, strides home with that left leg, and the pitch misses. Go to ball 2, strike 9. 2 gone in the inning. Gardner and Wheatley have been strikeout victims of Nick Silva. Calabrese aboard. Got hit by a pitch, goes to second on a wild pitch. And here's the 2-0 delivery. Foul ball at first base. Got that one below the label, right on the fists.
If that ball had been fair, he would have been out. One thing that's happening now that Kelly Stinnett has done, look at the third baseman now. He's crowding the line, as is the first baseman. They're not going to give up an extra base hit here.
McCollum is fully back and pinching the line at first base. And you're right, Stark is about midway and maybe 10 feet off the foul line at third. And the pitch, bouncing ball up the middle. Nice stop by Brown, down on his knees, throws a strike to the bag. That'll go 6-3. Great fielding play by Brown. That one looked like it had a ticket to center field, but Brown, I guess, didn't think so.
We've seen some excellent shortstop play tonight from both Chris Brown and Kelly Coral from the Riverhawks. Excellent baseball.
All right. And we'll go to the 8th inning and be back with that in just a jiffy. Eli Lopez, leadoff batter, here in the top half of the 8th inning. Earl Wheatley fully back in the middle infield. Over Mars is wide of the bag at third. Osuna is midway at first. The outfield tonight of Gardner, Calabrese, and Ott left through right. And they're playing straight away. Temperature is hanging in there, still up in the 80s Fahrenheit tonight. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Eli Lopez is the batter, 0-2. Pulled the string on that curveball, 84 miles an hour. When you're throwing pitches like that, you either swing it and miss it, or if you take it, it's going to be a called strike. That's when you know a pitcher's got the good stuff.
And Noel's very consistent with that pitch.
See, his arm action is just about perfect. The pitchers that aren't real tall generally all throw out of the drop and drive. The best I ever saw at it was a Hall of Famer by the name of Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
And he could touch 100 out of the drop and drive.
There weren't many better than Tom Seaver. Played at Southern Cal and had a tremendous professional career.
I knew two of the pitchers that were on that USC championship ball club. Now, the two I knew pitched for the Edmonton Trappers, a right-hander named Jim Barr, and the other one was a pitching coach in the Pacific Coast League for many years, Brent Strom. And then you had Tom Seaver, and you had the big left-hander Bill Lee. How's that for a college starting staff?
Really tough.
All right, that pitch is taken for a strike, and Lopez is gone. 4 in a row have been struck out here by Halen Knoll. Sam Canton is the batter. Lee, I think, came up. He was selected. I don't know if he was in the draft. I think he was before the draft, but the Boston Red Sox, his original club. He was with the Montreal Expos for a while. There's a dribbler down to third base. And the throw is off target. I do believe there'll be an error charged.
Real bad throw by Evan over Mars. He tried the best he could, but what saved that play and stopped the runner from getting to second was the hustle of Tommy Takayoshi getting down to cover that. And that is his responsibility. Did it extremely well.
So Tusarada is aboard on the error. First one of the night. The speed of that pitch was 83 miles an hour. So Overmars makes his first error that we have seen this season. And it was the play that was a difficult play. He just didn't throw it cleanly. And Marquise Tadiali is the batter of the designated hitter. Again, 4,317 the attendance here tonight. Now that strikeout on Lopez, the third on the night. For Halen Knoll, works here with 1 out and 1 on in the top of the 8th inning.
Nice quick move by Halen Knoll, and the ball just about got there in time. Now, you've mentioned it before, Al, but the difference in a left-handed first baseman to a right-handed first baseman is if you're getting the left hand there, you're right there for the tag. With the right-handed first baseman, you got to bring the glove across the body. And that little
and you
bit
don't
of
have to make a half turn to throw to second.
That's exactly right.
It's the only infield position you can play being a left-hander. You can't play third, short, or second. And you would have to make a full spin to make a throw. 2 balls and a strike. As far as the outfielders are concerned, it doesn't matter which way you catch the ball, right or left. It does not matter a bit. Tadiali tonight has struck out, flied out, and struck out again. He was the first and the third strikeouts of Riley Barrett. And the 2-1 pitch is fouled away. For Jiffy Lube, or I beg your pardon, for Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House in Leduc, our out-of-town scoreboard tonight will start with the West Coast League, where the Yakima Valley Pippins hold a 6-run spread in the top of 5. They lead Springfield 8-2. And Corvallis has things well in hand on the Walla Walla Sweets. 9-0 score in the bottom of 5. Wenatchee 4 and Nanaimo 1, the ballpark in Wenatchee, the home for that game tonight. Port Angeles 2, Kelowna Falcons 1 on the bottom of 5. Bend leads the Portland Pickles 6-1 in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 4 for Halen Knoll, and Taddy Alley is out of business. And Lee Troy McCollum is the batter. And the Bellingham Bells with a 1-0 lead on the Kamloops Northpaws tonight at Norbrook Field in Kamloops. Lee Troy McCollum is the batter. Tag on the batter, easily back is Canton. Did not have a big lead.
Real good quick move by Halen Knoll. Keeping the runner pretty tight.
And the pitch from Halen Knoll. 86 miles an hour, and it's upstairs. Tying run is at the plate with 2 out here in the top half of the 8th inning. Pickoff throw and a good one right to the center, right where the runner arrived. To go 1-3 on that putout. And that'll pick the pitcher up, and he's got nobody to congratulate but himself. He did it.
Exactly right, yeah.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning right here on Jiffy Lube's presentation of Riverhawk TV.
And Kelly.
New pitcher into the ball game here in the last half of the 8th inning, and it'll be Matt Nelson. And I do mean big, 6'6", 215-pounder. Attends Orange Coast College, a sophomore of Laguna Niguel, California. Matt Nelson on to pitch. And the first pitch from Nelson is in there for a strike. Nelson will make his 11th relief appearance. He's got 18 innings on the season. Doesn't work out of a windup. Comes set and delivers. 18 innings, 16 hits, 8 runs, all earned. 5 walks, 23 strikeouts. He got an 0-2 record, 3 saves, and an earned run average at 4. Kelly Curl is the batter to get it going. And the 1-1 to Kelly is lined into right center field for a base hit. And Curl is aboard. And he gets his 3rd knock of the night. He got a double to left, a bunt single, and there he sprayed one up to right center field. So he's used all fields. The bunt was a beauty.
That's right, and this one the ball's out over the outside part of the plate and hit the ball right where it was pitched. I don't know if you remember last year, Al Kelly was trying to pull at those outside pitches, and Jake Lafferman worked with him and really worked with him on that outside pitch, just hit it where it's pitched, the opposite field.
So they'll shorten the infield up to a double play depth, 85-mile-an-hour sinker. Swing and a miss here to Takayoshi. He knocked in the game's first run with a fielder's choice, and he knocked in the game's second run with a line drive base hit up the middle. He's had a good night tonight, Takayoshi. He's faced nothing but right-handed pitching, so he's lined up every occasion, batting from the port side. Ball and a strike to Tommy. Tom Poole also due up in the inning. And the pitch. Fouled off up the left side and out of play into the seats. Most of the green theater seats occupied tonight. There's some available seats, I suppose, down the lines in the bench bleacher seats.
Yeah, it's they'll probably put another couple of thousand in here.
9,200 is what you can put in here.
So they can put
technically the place is only half full. Well, it's got to be more than that. The luxury boxes are sold out tonight, as are the balcony seats. In fact, the luxury boxes are sold out every Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the rest of the year.
That's a tremendous tribute to what they do here with the organization. As you said earlier, Al, I think they're probably going to win the
I think they've already won it.
Yeah.
And here comes the pitch, foul to the backstop. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some clubs that draw quite well in the West Coast League. Portland, I understand, draws real big crowds. Victoria got a real nice following, a beautiful park they have there. And I'm sure the Corvallis Knights have a real loyal following down there in the ballpark that is the home of Oregon State. Breaking ball, foul tipped here by Takayoshi.
Takayoshi just got a piece of that. He's having a good competitive at bat here. Fastball high and away.
And here's the kick of the 2-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs for Matt Nelson. Reed Mooring, the starter tonight, 5 1/3, 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batsman. Nick Silva, an inning and 2/3, zeros over with 2 strikeouts, a hit batsman, and a wild pitch. And Matt Nelson has had a real nice year out of the bullpen for the Cowlitz Ball Club. Here comes the pitch and a line drive back up the middle. Scooped up on a backhanded play by Lopez. Throw over is not in time. And Takayoshi beats out an infield hit. Great play by Lopez to put leather on it.
It really was, and you know, Kelly Coral got there quick. They only had one play, and Tommy Takayoshi showed it twice tonight now. His hustle down the line. Excellent play by Tommy Takayoshi.
And Tom Poole on a 1-for-3 night. Rolled a single between first and second in the second inning. Fly to left, and he's gone down swinging. The 6th and final strikeout of the starter tonight, Reed Mooring. Second baseman Lopez is playing this guy to pull the ball, and he doesn't. He hits it in the air. It's a pop-up. I'm not sure that's going to clear the infield, and it just barely does. Brown, the shortstop, motors over to make the catch, and there's one away.
They did, and they really shifted on that to play Tom Poole to pull, and then he popped it up to the weak side.
Marco Sana on an 0-for-2 night. Drew a walk in the 6th. He was picked up on the front end of a Ground ball double play. Nick Silva, the pitcher, really did a nice job. Leaped high in the air. He caught that big high one hopper. And by the time he was down on the ground, he threw a perfect strike to the shortstop Brown covering. And on to McCollum at first for the 1-6-3 double play. 1 ball, no strike on Osana. And here's the pitch. On the hands, flared foul up the right side, now to play. Brings the count even to a ball and a strike. Nelson, a big, tall right-hander, 6'6", 215 pounds. He tips the Toledo's. Orange Coast College, a sophomore out of Laguna Niguel, California. And the pitch inside. Never been to Laguna Niguel, but it sounds like a nice place. Runners aboard. Coral at second. Takayoshi with the lead at first. Ground ball off the glove of the pitcher. This now will be Lopez on to Brown, and the relay back to the bag in time. He can score that 1-4 to 6-3 in the ground ball double play. Nice. I'll tell you what, Cowlitz has got a good infield.
That's excellent, and we've seen it both teams tonight. The infield play has been exceptional, and it just makes for a fun day at the ballpark, Al.
All right, no runs and 2 hits. No errors and 1 man left to board. And we'll move along to the top of the 9th. We'll be back with that in just a jiffy. Leatre McCollum, leadoff batter here in the top of the 9th inning. And here comes the pitch. A strike on the inside half of the plate. Halen Nola's got an opportunity here to record his first save on the season, a 3-inning save. McCollum tonight on a 1-for-3. Riverhawks with the right-hander heating up in the bullpen, and the pitch is down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike here to McCollum. Barring pinch hitters, it'll be Ian Riley and Chris Brown, the batters due up. Second baseman Wheatley playing this guy to maybe spray the ball. He's between the bags of first and second. And Halen Knoll with an even count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Starter tonight, Riley Barrett. He's got a chance to pick up his first win on the year. An outstanding 6-inning distance. Shutout baseball. Twirled a 6-hitter, and he struck out 5, did not walk a batter, and pretty much pitched ahead in the count all night. Big one hopper wide of third base. There's Overmars in to grab it. Sidearms to the target, 1 away.
Again, an excellent pitch by Halen Knoll, and fourth the ground ball, played by third baseman. We're getting an awful lot of good work out of Evan Overmars. Good play. Sean Adamanchuk, fireballer, warming up in the bullpen for the Riverhawks.
And we'll go to Ian Riley. He holds that bat way back there. Big bend at the knee, front foot out a little bit towards the bucket, and here comes the pitch to him. Sinker ball, swing and a miss. Nothing in one.
He dropped that ball right down. Al, that was a beautiful pitch.
Wheatley playing him to pull the ball, both feet in outfield grass, and about midway between the bags. There you can see the drone. That's a new part of the operation here, and those things are amazing, those little things. They have got an unbelievable camera on them, and they really use it. You don't see it here on our telecast, but it's used to great effect here at the ballpark on the screen. And the pitch up too high. If there's a trick to putting on a ball game that I don't know about, or they don't know, but I don't know what it is.
They really do a job. They had that drone out over the bridge and over the river there for a while, and then shooting back in to the ballpark. Excellent use of technology here.
There are some parks in the majors. Now, granted, these guys are the really class of, they go like the old style. You won't see that at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see that, I wouldn't think, at Yankee Stadium. Well, maybe they would, but the technology is there. You might as well use it. Here's the kick and a 1-2 pitch. And Halen Knoll up a little high with the pitch. We go to 2-2. Like we told you, we're barreling in on the trade deadline in the major leagues as we find out who's the all clubs are going to do the selling and who's going to do the buying. Swing, and a pitch is fouled away. Finals today, the Nationals down the Giants 5-3. They'll improve to 39 and 58. 5-4, the Yankees were winners at Yankee Stadium over Kansas City. 9-6, the Reds down the Diamondbacks. And 6-5, the Cleveland Guardians, winners over the Philadelphia Phillies today. Ball game is played at the ballpark in Cleveland. I don't know what it's called now. Originally it was called Jacobs Field. Pale Hose were not winners today. They were down in the Twin Cities, and the White Sox fall, a 5-run spread. 9-4, the Twins were the winners. And here comes the 3-2 delivery, and that's high and away, ball 4. Here to Ian Riley, draws the walk. 6-4, the Braves down the Brewers. And it was the Mets with a ball game still suspended to be completed tomorrow. It's a 4-3 lead for the Mets at Fenway Park after 4 complete innings. So they'll have a double dip tomorrow in Boston.
Al, that's Halen Knoll's first walk of the game, is it not?
Yes, it is. Probably it's his first walk in the month. There's a jam shot and a high fly ball, slicing foul down the right field line. Coming over into foul territory is Brett Ott. Is down on his knees. He ran a country mile to get to that ball. Just ran out of real estate.
He did. And you get over by home plate in the bullpen over there. It's a little different footing over there, too. He got a good hustle on it, but couldn't quite get there.
Astros 3, the A's 1-4. Rangers are up on the Dodgers, top of the 8th inning. Or they're trailing, I beg your pardon. The Dodgers are up 8-5 in that contest. Another good year for the Dodgers, 55-40. Dave Roberts has done a wonderful job over there the last number of years, piloting the Dodgers to a World Series title. It's the Angels 5 and the Pirates 2 at the end of 4. Blue Jays are out in Seattle tonight. And there's no score on the ball game in the 4th inning. And there's a comebacker that hit Halen Knoll. And he is down, and I don't think he'll continue.
No,
that ball was
they
kissed.
got to get him out. He took that shot hard.
Well, Ian Riley going to second. Chris Brown is aboard on an infield hit. That's why they call that 60 feet 6 inches the gun barrel. It comes in hard, it comes out even harder. Looks like he got it in the upper body somewhere.
Yeah, it does. I think he might have taken it, even knocked the wind out of him. Well, I think Sean Adamanchuk will come in and finish up the game.
Well, I don't know. This guy's a gamer. He doesn't spit the bit.
I'll tell you what, Halen Knoll's going to want to finish this. He doesn't want to leave, but he's going to be taken out of the game. And good decision by Coach Jake Lanterman. And he's your ace of your staff. You don't want to have him get hurt anymore.
That'll be 2 1/3 innings tonight for Hale and Knoll. 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, walks 1 batter. Run totals yet to be determined. And big Sean Adamanchuk, the fireballer, will come in to pitch. And we'll be back with more in just a minute. Big hard thrower Sean Adamanchuk coming in to pitch. Beaumont, Alberta ball player, big right-hander, 6'5", 230 pounds, Park University and down in Gilbert, Arizona. You're going to see some mid-90 gas here tonight from Sean Adamanchuk. 13th relief appearance, 13 1/3 innings. Got 12 hits, 10 runs all earned. 6 walks, 8 strikeouts, logs a 1-2 record with 3 saves and a 6.75 earned run average. The tying run is aboard, and Seth Stroll, the left fielder, is the batter. Seth is 1 for 3 tonight. Riley at second. Brown takes his lead at first. Coral will play a game of cat and mouse behind that runner in scoring position, and he'll draw back to his fielding position. And here comes the pitch. And Adamanchuk is in there at 92 miles an hour. And it's a strike, 0-1. Hale and Knowles incomplete totals, 2 1/3 innings. 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, 1 base on ball.
He threw a total of 34 pitches.
And the 0-1 is a strike, and it's fouled to the backstop. He humped up on that one even a little more. That was 93 miles an hour. Spin rate of 2.272.
Now the league knows enough about Sean Adamanchuk now to know that most of what you're going to see are fastballs, and his fastball moves. Not just fast, but it'll dip a little bit. Tough to hit.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There he humped it up to 95 miles an hour. That's major league velocity gas.
He had the hot on that one, Al. That was...
That thing looked like an aspirin.
Yes.
And the 2 away, Griffin Sotomayor, the catcher, will stand in. It was a walk followed by a hard smash back to Hale and Knoll. He had no chance to field it, so that'll be scored an infield hit. And that's where we sit, and here comes the pitch. 80 miles an hour this time. Took a little off the pitch, and he threw it just above the belt. 0-1. Here to Sotomayor.
Oh.
And the 0-1 pitch is going to hit the batter. So Sotomayor is going to draw 90 feet the hard way. There's the first hit batsman on the night. Loads the bases up. And Patrick Stark, the third baseman, will be the batter. Stark tonight is 1 for 3. And on the season, he's 1 for 7. He's recorded no batting average up until that base hit in the 5th inning. So the tying run is in scoring position with 2 away. And Patrick Stark is the batter. And Adamanchuk's pitch is going to miss low. fastball at 93 miles an hour, just off target. 1 ball, no strike. And here's a kick in the 1-0 pitch and a line drive that's up the middle. That'll tie the ball game up at 2 apiece. Here's the throw, and it's going to be cut, not relayed. And rounding third is Ian Riley. He'll come in to score. And Chris Brown will come in to score. That'll bring the totals full on Halen Knoll. He'll cough up 2 earned runs. Sotomayor goes to third, and Patrick Stark with a 2-run single.
And all of a sudden we have a tie ball game.
That we do. And Eli Lopez is the batter, a .226 hitter, who tonight has struck out, ground out, and flied out. Hard hit ball by Patrick Stark. He could hang close on that line. Wheatley gave chase, had no chance on it. And the pitch is down the middle for a strike at 93 miles per hour. First of a 3-game series, 7:05 tomorrow night, 1:05 on Sunday afternoon. Adamanchuk ready to go, and that pitch is going to make Takayoshi abandon the crouch and reach over onto the left side of the plate to catch that ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 delivery. Hung a little late on it, popped it up foul up onto the overhang here at the ballpark and go to 1-2. The infield of Coral, the shortstop, Wheatley at second, over Mars at third, Osuna the first baseman. Runner on the move and pulling into second with an uncontested steal is Patrick Stark. And there was no way in God's green earth that Takayoshi was going to make a throw to second base.
Not a chance. Not in this situation in the ball game. Easy theft of second base.
And here's the 2-2 pitch. He just got a piece of it. Did Lopez, nipped it foul. With the ball game tied now, we're going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the Cowlitz bullpen, a right-hander up and throwing for the Riverhawks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 2 in. The deuce is wild here in the top of 9. Over Mars is going to play midway and over towards the foul line at third base. And the pitch and a fair ball at third. Over Mars is up with it. Here's the throw. It's on a bounce and digging it out of the dirt is Osuna. 5-3 on the putout as we head to the bottom of 9 in a 2-2 ball game. here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. We are at the 2-hour and 20-minute mark. And Evan Overmars, who bounced into a double play, his opening time through will be the batter. Here again, Matt Nelson. Working in his second inning of relief. Third pitcher on the night, Nick Silva, went an inning and 2/3. The starter was Reed Moore, and he worked 5 1/3 innings. He'll get a no decision tonight. Ground ball off to the right-handed side. Lopez, the second baseman, ranges to his left. And he makes the transfer and the throw. It's right on the money. One away, Will Gardner, the batter. Gardner tonight has ground out twice, struck out once. Dan Calabrese also due up in the inning. Here against Matt Nelson. One of this outstanding crowd here tonight, 4,317. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. On Will Gardner. Batting .225 on the year. Deep in the box, front foot slightly open, left-handed batsman up there. Rolls a ground ball foul to first base, 0-2. And the pitch. There's a jam shot and a little dribbler down to the shortstop. That's a long run over for Brown, but he gets there. Sidearms to the target, and there's 2 away. 88 miles an hour, but right in on the hands. And Calabrese will be the batter. For 2 tonight. He got hit by a pitch and advanced to second on a wild pitch. That was in the 7th inning. Calabrese, the batter, with 2 gone, bases empty here in the last half of the 9th inning. Both bullpens with activity, and here comes the pitch. Breaking ball strike, 86 mile an hour, looked like a slider. Here to Calabrese.
Matt Nelson throwing nothing but strikes.
That was a strike, and it's foul to the screen, high part of the screen, 0-2. Again, it's fireworks Friday night, and they will light those fireworks off when it's appropriate, and it's good and dark enough. And with extra innings looming, I don't think they'll have a problem in that regard here tonight. And here's the 0-2. Calabrese keeps the at-bat alive as he flares one foul back to first base. Cowlitz at third spot in the South Division, 8-4 record in the second half. 2 games back of the leader, the Corvallis Knights. And here's the kick in the 0-2. High fastball gets him right up in the wheelhouse. And that is the first strikeout of the night for Matt Nelson.
That was 7 straight strikes out.
Up and down in order here in the last 9. We're headed to bonus frames tonight. We'll be back with the 10th inning in a Jiffy Lube Jiffy. Sam Canton, leadoff batter, got a pretty good night going. He's 2 for 4, left-handed batter. Front foot out in the bucket. Back foot on the back line of the batter's box. Left-handed batsman up there. Sean Adamanchuk leads him off low. 1 ball, no strike. 7 batters came to the plate, and 2 runs come in to score with 2 away. A 2-run single by Patrick Stark up the middle. Knotted the tie. So both starters are going to have no decisions tonight. Riley Barrett, a 6-inning distance, a scoreless baseball. And Reed Mooring, who went a 5 1/3 inning distance, and he allowed 2 earned runs. Sam Canton now with a ball 3 strike non-count. Marquise Taddiali is the on-deck batter. We'll also have Latrey McCollum in the inning. And the pitch is a strike.
Brendan Lepke, right-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for the Riverhawks.
Takayoshi goes into that deep crouch, frames the target. Here's the pitch, ground ball back up the middle. Won't be a play for Wheatley going to his right. And that's a leadoff single for Sam Canton. And he collects his 3rd knock of the night. Good at bat for him. He had a 2-ball, 2-strike count, fouled off a couple of pitches. Didn't hit it real hard, but the ball had eyes up the middle for a leadoff single. And Kelly Stennett calls the batter and the runner over. And he wants these guys on the same page. They are obviously going to try to get their man over, be it on a bunt, be it on a hit and run, straight steal, what have you. I don't think it'll be a straight steal. I think they want to put the ball into play. And Ray Brown is going to make his way out to the mound. Back here to Sean Adamanchuk.
Ray has a tremendous amount of experience coaching pitchers. He's worked with them many, many years. Just gave a little bit of advice there to Adamanchuk, settle him down. Because what they're expecting here is a bunt to get the runner moved over to scoring position with nobody out.
I'm just trying to remember the longest extra inning ball game that I ever broadcast. It was obviously in the Pacific Coast League. And I want to say it was the first end of a doubleheader in Albuquerque, went 18 innings. First end of the doubleheader. Runner's on the move. Takayoshi out of the crouch. That's a good toss. Tag down. What's the umpire's call? He is safe. Canton pulls into scoring position. And that is the 6th bag on the year for Sam Canton. An obligatory swing taken by Taddiali, so the count at 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. 91 miles an hour with a little bit of movement on it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Marquise Taddiali is the batter. Appearing in his first ball game as a Cowlitz Black Bear. Have no statistics to report at the start of this game. And he's gone a collective 0 for 4. He's struck out, flied out, struck out, and struck out again. 3rd strikeout of Riley Barrett, and the 4th strikeout for Halen Noel. And here's the 1-2 pitch, called 3rd strike. 91 miles an hour, right down the pump.
That was right on the corner, Al. Very good pitch.
Latrey McCollum, the first baseman, on a 1 for 4 night. Well, the other finals in our Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House Auditorium scoreboard tonight with the Rockies were winners over the Florida Marlins down in Miami. 6-1 was the final score. And here comes the pitch. Fastball is high. The D-Rays over the Orioles, 3-0 final. Etlin the winner, Bradish the loser. Padres over the Tigers, 5-4. Lugo the winner, Olson took the loss. And it was the Cubs over the Cardinals at Wrigley Field, 4-3 final. Steele is the winner. He goes to 10-3. Flaherty, the loser, falls to 7-6. After 4, it's the Astros 3, the A's 1. All game out in Oakland tonight. And a Dodger lead 8-5 over the Texas Rangers at the ballpark in Arlington. Here's the count of 2 balls and no strikes. There's the stretch and the pitch on the way. And Adamanchuk is low with it. Ball 3. No score in the 3rd inning out in Seattle tonight. The Blue Jays at 54-43, and the Mariners are 500 ball club at 48-48. And the 3-0 delivery, that's ball 4, and Latrey McCollum draws the walk. And Ian Riley will be the batter up, the right fielder. 1 for 3 tonight. He drew a walk in the 9th inning, the first and only walk of the night issued by Hale Knoll, and wouldn't you know it, with 1 away, he came around to score.
The only positive about that walk is we have a double play situation set up here if you get the ball hit on the ground.
Second baseman Wheatley fully back midway between the bags. Corral is behind the runner at second. 1 ball, no strike on Ian Riley. And the 1-0 pitch. Up too high from Adamanchuk. Go to ball 2.
Coach Jake Lamperman's right on the edge of the dugout there, and I think he's ready to about pull the string.
And we do have a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen.
Brendan Lepke's warming up in the bullpen. Right-hander out of Calgary.
Too high, ball 3. There he tried to change speeds. He did that all right. It was 79 miles an hour, which is about 24 miles an hour off his hard stuff. But a changeup does you no good if you don't throw it in the strike zone. And here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk issued here to the batter, Ian Riley. So that puts the go-ahead run 90 feet from scoring with 1 away. Back-to-back walks issued here by Adamanchuk. And Chris Brown will be the batter. Brown tonight 1 for 4 with a run scored.
Ray Brown has been talking with Jake Lamperman. And
so the runners aboard. Canton's at third. McCollum at second. Riley takes his lead off at first. Infield's going to have to play in. Infield is up, and here comes the pitch. Adamanchuk with a strike.
Well, obviously the best thing here would be a strikeout, but you know, you still have a double play situation. It's one thing about playing to cut off the runner at home. It can get you in trouble all over there.
And the batter's going to get nailed. Sam Canton is going to come in to score on a hit batsman. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Brown will get a run batted in and no time at bat.
And we're getting a pitching change right now.
That'll do it for Sean Adamanchuk. We'll be back in just a minute. New pitcher in the ball game is Brendan Lepke. He's got one start. This will be his 11th relief appearance. 18 and 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned. Walked 19. He struck out 19. Logs a 1-0 record. No saves and a 5.30 earned run average. Lepke, 6'2", 205-pound right-hander, Alberta ball player. From Calgary, he attends the University of Calgary. He's a U of C dinosaur. And the pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Incomplete totals for Sean Adamanchuk, 1 inning. Run totals yet to be determined. 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 hit batsman. 1 ball and no strikes is the count. And that pitch, 86 miles an hour. Good sink on it, a swing and a miss here to Seth Stroh, the left fielder. McCollum's at third, Riley's at second. Brown takes his lead at first. And double play depth in the infield, and the pitch. Hit in the air, and no play for Overmars. He had a great effort at it as he went to his right. The ball was hit a little higher, he'd probably have a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stroh.
The short time that Overmar's been here, he has shown a tremendous aptitude to get to the ball. When he gets off right on the ball comes off the bat, he's moving.
Stroh tonight, 1 for 4. 1 hit and 4 tries. Big left-handed batter up there, and the pitch to Stroh is going to miss at the knee. 1-2 here from Lepke. Stroh is under the Mendoza line coming into play today, hitting .091. Count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 gone in the inning. Lepke, the 4th pitcher on the night. And here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. 79-mile-an-hour curveball. Good spin, good break. And Stroh is erased. And Griffin Stoudemire will be the batter up. But the most important thing, I guess, if you're a Cowlitz Black Bear fan, you've got to run in the score, and you've finally taken a lead in this ball game. And it came here in the top of the 10th inning. And we've got, looks like a left-hander up and throwing in the Cowlitz Black Bear bullpen. Stoudemire is the batter with the bases full and 2 away. And Brendan Lepke kicks and deals, and the pitch upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Change on that, they called it a strike. The plate umpire tonight is Sean Weatherhill. Tyler Bourne at first, Graham Grider, the umpire working at third. Now the middle infield can go fully back. On the corners, they're about midway, and here comes the pitch. 78-mile-an-hour spinner thrown by Lepke, 0-2.
Real nice breaking ball in there by Brendan Lepke.
Stoudemire tonight, 0-for-3, and he got hit by a pitch his last time up. Lepke rocks and delivers, and the pitch is fouled away. Weather looks absolutely gorgeous for tomorrow night's contest. Be about as warm as it was today, right about 84 degrees Fahrenheit, mid-20s centigrade. And it is July weather, no doubt about that. There's no wind at the ballpark tonight. The flags are drooped over the poles in center field.
That couldn't be better weather for baseball, though.
And here comes the pitch. Lepke with a fastball this time, in on the hands. It's going to be in foul territory, deep to right field. Brad Ott coming a long way over, and he just ran out of room. Ball was down towards the bullpen of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
He was almost in the bullpen bench down there. He slid right into it.
Stoudemire is hitting .250 on the season. Two strikeouts in the inning. A strikeout on Taddy Alley. That was done by Sean Adamanchuk. And a strikeout on Stroh, done here by Brendan Lepke. And the pitch. Threw him a strike and it's fouled to the screen. Sotomayor is a Cougar, is a Washington State Cougar. And they have had some absolutely wonderful ball clubs down through the years. They don't win it every year, nobody does. And here's the 0-2 pitch off the head of the bat, hit foul up the line and right, now to play.
Well, the toughest thing on a pitcher when a batter is fouling off like that is to continue to throw strikes. It takes a lot of concentration.
And here's the 0-2. And it's a fly ball raised out into right field. On the run in, and there to make the catch is Brett Ott, and that will retire the side. But the Hawks are down by a run, moving to the last half of the 10th inning. Back with that in a Jiffy Lube Jiffy. Bottom half of the 10th, and we'll get it going here with a pinch hitter, Noah Boughton. Batting in the spot previously occupied by Jack Wheatley, the 9-hole in the order. So Noah Boughton, real good left-handed batter, plus 300 hitter. Big, tall Texan, slight knee bend, closed off stance, deep in the box. Takes a cut at an 85-mile-an-hour sinker ball that ran away from the left-handed batter. Strike one. Here on Noah Boughton. Hawks went quietly in the 9th inning, 2 ground balls and a strikeout. Here's the 0-1 pitch, high and outside here from Matt Nelson. And a count of a ball and a strike. Noah gets under the pitch. It's a high pop-up into the short outfield. On the run in, and he does finally get it to Sam Canton. That ball was surrounded. And Canton ran a long way from a center field position
sure
to
did,
make the catch.
But, again, the center fielder is the only one who really had a play on that ball, the way the ball was hit.
And John McGill will swing a pinch hit back. First couple of weeks in the season, this was the best hitter in the league, no doubt about it. John McGill, Vancouver ball player, plays at UBC. And Johnny takes outside, 1 ball, no strike to McGill. Kelly Coral is in the on-deck circle. 3-2 ball game. The Cowlitz Black Bears lead a come from behind lead here tonight. They were down by 2 runs in the 9th inning with 1 away, but the old ball game is never over till it's over. I do believe Mr. Barra said that. And like many of Yogi's sayings, it's pretty hard to argue with it. Tell you what, McCollum is really pinching the line at first base. He's fully back, and his left leg is a foot off the foul chalk. So he's giving you a base hit between first and second base. Do not want the double down the line. Ball and 2 strikes here on John McGill. And the pitch is too high to John. Appeal to third base, and the umpire there is Graham Grider, and he indicates there's no swing. Here on Fireworks Friday night at Remax Field. And McGill hits a little Diane Quayle up the middle. That's a room service fly ball to Canton. Sam didn't have to move on that one, and there's 2 away.
Now it's up to Kelly Coral for the last bat. He's had a pretty good night at the plate, Al.
That he has. Kelly tonight with 3 hits, including an extra base hit, a double to left field in the 6th inning. And he came around to score. He got a bunt single, and he punched a single to right center. And he'll take the strike. Here from Matt Nelson, who's online here to pick up a victory in relief. Pearl tried to check his swing up, and the plate umpire, Sean Weatherhill, indicates that was a strike. He had his hand up, fist clenched. Drawn fully back at the shortstop of the second base position, and again McCollum is just off the foul chalk and just about fully back at first base. And we go to 1 ball and 2 strikes for the Coral. He can keep this thing alive. Tommy Takayoshi, the on-deck batter. Breaking pitch misses down and away. 70-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Again, it's 7:05 tomorrow night. We'll pick the broadcast up right after the anthems and the pregame ceremony have been concluded, and 1:05 on Sunday. And the 2-2 pitch is down the middle for a called third strike, and that will do it. Strikeout number 2 here tonight for Matt Nelson, and he picks up the victory here tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Go nowhere. We've got a post-game show coming your way in just a minute. We'll be back with the final totals and a whole lot more.
This is no joke, one of the most memorable, I don't call fireworks, I don't know as good as Mike on. It is a light show Uncle John Fireworks is putting on. It is South Asian inspired. If you've not been to our Fireworks Friday game, you don't know what you're missing. We're all going to get to go down on the field, and you can watch the fireworks from behind the first and third base line. It is amazing. So that's going to happen. We're just going to get things settled here. Like I said, we're going to be led down to Gabby. We kicked off the show to come back as well to help us out. And we're going to get a special DJ coming up as well. DJ Blind Meats will be there spinning some tunes. So once again, enjoy the United States of Canada.
Well, we're back here at Remax Field with our post-game show tonight. First off, the rundown on the ball game statistically: a 2-run ninth inning to tie the ball game up, and the go-ahead run in the 10th inning. Here for the Cowlitz Ball Club: 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 7 left for Cowlitz. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 6 left aboard. For the Riverhawks, Matt Nelson picks up the win. 3 2/3 innings, a really good relief. No runs allowed, 1 hit. 2 strikeouts. He'll improve to 1-2 on the season. Sean Adamanchuk takes the loss as he coughs up the winning run. It was an earned run. That occurred in the 10th inning. The inning started off with a single by Sam Canton. He stole second. 1 out later, Trey McCallum drew a walk. Then Ian Riley drew a base on ball. That loaded the bags. Chris Brown then got hit by a pitch, so with no time at bat, and a run batted in. And the victory goes to Cowlitz here tonight. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Edmonton falls to 4-9. And the Cowlitz Black Bears improved to 9 victories against 4 losses. And John, to say the least, the end was listless and the list was endless.
The list of errors is endless. The possibility of this team, any young team, blowing a 2-0 lead in the 9th inning is always a threat in a situation like this. What Cowlitz showed more than anything was experience. They got stronger as the game got closer, and unfortunately, as you would have to say about every inexperienced team, the weaknesses became obvious.
Riley Barrett with a 6th inning no decision tonight. Scoreless baseball, scattered 6 hits, struck out 5. Halen Knoll had it going his way. He came in normally a starter, but he's the league leader in a couple of very important statistics: strikeouts and innings pitched. He had 1 out. He walked Ian Riley. I can't remember the last time he walked the batter. And then Chris Brown hit a line drive, and I mean a P-rod back to the mound that hit Halen Knoll somewhere in the upper body. I think he's okay. He walked off on his own steam. But had he stayed in the ball game, I think Edmonton wins it.
Well, the interesting thing there was to see how quickly he left. I kind of expected him to insist that he could stay in, and when he didn't do that, I believe he might have been shaken very much by that line shot.
Well, no doubt about it. That's why they call it the gun barrel. It's 60 feet 6 inches, but it's more like 6 inches when the ball hit that hard. That thing left the bat, the exit speed, at 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely, it was a rocket, and I felt badly for, you feel badly for a young team losing in a situation like this, but I felt very badly for Halen Knoll because he was in control in exactly the same way that the starter Riley Barrett had been in control. The two of them, they were almost interchangeable. Neither one of them throws particularly hard. Both of them refused to waste pitches. They hit the strike zone. They have great poise, irrespective of what the count is. And any hitter, you know they're going to come up with a good pitch the next time they touch the ball.
Well, Halen just breezed through the 7th inning, a ground ball, 2 strikeouts. They couldn't get a sniff off him. And then in the 8th inning, he had 2 strikeouts. The batter reached base on an error, and then he was picked off at first base. And then with 1 out, the walk to Riley, and then Chris Brown tattooing that ball, and Halen got hit, and he got to get him out of the ball game. He's out of the ball game in the big leagues on a ball like that.
Oh, there's no doubt that he had to come out, and then you have to talk openly and uncomfortably about young Adamanchuk, who came in with a clear responsibility to throw strikes, and for the second appearance in a week or so, didn't manage to do that.
No, he's had a rough homestand. Of that there is no doubt. He'll take the loss tonight. He'll fall to 0-2. 1 inning of work, 1 run. That was the winning run, an earned run, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and where his undoing was, 2 base on balls and a hit batsman. As Edmonton falls to 4-9, and the Cowlitz Ball Club, they're right in it in their division, 2 games out behind the Corvallis Knights in the south half, and they'll improve to a pretty respectable 9-4.
You know, one of the things that did impress me in this very difficult loss was the quality of the players that the manager could put at the plate in the last of the 10th inning. Johnny McGill hadn't played. He's an outstanding hitter at this level. You have to say that Broughton has been a very good hitter, or Boughton has been a very good hitter at this level. To go 1-2 with those 2 as pinch hitters, that tells you something positive about the team, although the result tonight was not positive.
On the overall, the aggregate standings, Edmonton falls to 11-29. And the Cowlitz Black Bears, 3 games better than 500. They're 21-18. And as I said, coming into play tonight, 2 games back. Now, we don't have the Corvallis night score, but if they lose, then Kelly's team would be a game out. Now, hate to lose a ball game, but it's great to see an old buddy again. Kelly Stinnett, good baseball man, and he comes away with one that he probably thought was going to get away, but it didn't tonight.
Well, Kelly Stinnett's record is not to be questioned by any conversation that you and I had. But the thing that did impress me, it continues to impress me, in the disappointing 9th and 10th inning, the fans were into it. Not just here for fun, not just here for the fireworks that will come back. They worked very hard to encourage their ball team, and that is part of a development of a fan base too.
As far as people coming through the turnstiles, it's been an outstanding homestand. It's gotten better each and every day. 4,317 here tonight for fireworks. They'll have a crowd like that tomorrow night, no doubt about it. There's a lot of lids are getting turned in this city about this little ballpark and this little ball club.
Yeah, and I don't know whether you noticed it, Al, but today I saw a story in the Edmonton Journal about this league and this team, and it's been so long that any prominent media has paid very much attention to.
You know what? I don't think they care.
Well, they don't, but long term it will benefit because there are fringe people out there yet to be educated to how good this is, and they can learn even if they haven't been here.
Well, we'll go tomorrow. Now, I do believe big hard thrower KJ Ward will be on the bump, and if he's got his good stuff, he'll give you all you need.
And it's going to have to be a good night for him because, as you pointed out, this Cowlitz team doesn't need to apologize for anybody for experience or ability or poise or any of the things that good teams have.
Okay, John, thank you very much. Good job again. Friday night baseball, not the way we wanted to see it end. Again, the totals, 3-8-1-7 for Cowlitz, 2-7-1-6 for the Hawks, 2-hour and 51-minute ball game. Great crowd on hand tonight, 43-17. Second half record for Edmonton, 4-9, 9-4, just the opposite for the Black Bears. Back again tomorrow night. We'll pick things up right after the lineup cards have been exchanged, right about 7:05 Mountain Time. Until that time, have a very pleasant Friday night, one and all, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night from right here at Remax Field in Edmonton.